They're coming to get you, Barbara.
When there's no more room in hell.
I want to add us to the video here.
Yeah,
Whatever. What's up, man?
how's it going?
How's everybody doing out there? Tonight, Coven. Not Coven, man. Coven sounds like oven, and tonight we're going to be watching. I mean, it's one of the best documentaries of the '90s, easily.
Oh yeah,
My favorite documentary of all time, and this is
yeah, one of my favorites.
yeah, this is like a Thanksgiving tradition for me. This is one of my go-to Thanksgiving movies to watch every year.
Yep.
I don't know why. I mean, there's the obvious, the great Thanksgiving scene in the movie where Uncle Bill's eating the turkey, you know,
All
and he
the
pulls
angst,
out,
family
and he's
angst.
got he pulls out the peppermint schnapps. I got my peppermint schnapps here
Yeah, I
tonight.
didn't have any, sadly.
You didn't get any vodka?
No
Either
vodka and no peppermint schnapps.
Either you got the vodka or I got the vodka. Either way,
As his uncle says, good schnapps, good schnapps.
it's got a good taste.
Yeah,
So yeah, and this is one of those movies that I quote on a daily basis, and I can quote
yeah,
nonstop. And I figure there is Romero ties to the movie. Mark talks about Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead in this movie at one
yeah.
point.
He's a huge Night fan. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it anyway on Wednesday night day before Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna watch it on here live, and glad to have you on here with me, man.
thank you.
Um,
So just happy to be here. This is an excellent movie. So I
it
was
is.
just watching a little bit of it a couple days ago, or when I last talked to you about it, and I started laughing immediately. I just love this movie. I just couldn't stop laughing. It's just
It sucks you in, and if for any of
yeah,
you guys out there that are watching that are not familiar with this movie, have not seen this movie, because it is one of those. I feel like it's one of those movies that's kind of been lost to time. Now, recently
yeah.
um, there has been a Blu-ray release, and there has been a 4K release as well.
Oh, you don't know that.
Um, but I feel like it's still one of those movies that doesn't get talked about enough as it. I feel like it should.
Well, the guy who made it doesn't have a massive career. I mean, he did a documentary based on the Andy Kaufman thing that Jim Carrey worked on. He made a documentary about that called Jim and Andy, I think.
Oh, that
And that
was
was
him.
supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, I haven't seen it. And then
I've
he
seen
also was
that.
a
It's pretty
exec producer on
interesting.
Tiger King. So he has some other creds, you know?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with the filmmaker, honestly.
That's all he does, I think. Yeah. So,
I've always been more obsessed and more interested in Mark Borchardt and
yeah,
that
exactly.
cast of characters that
And
that
Mike.
the movies. Oh yeah, Mike,
Yeah.
R.I.P. We lost Mike Shank a few
Yeah,
years
22.
ago.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was always drawn to Mark in this movie because I felt a kinship with him. Like that's
Yeah.
so much of his story reminds me of my own growing up, like wanting to be a filmmaker, not having any money to do it, getting your buddies together, scrounging together whoever you can find to put on a costume to go out in the woods on a weekend and go shoot some stuff for a movie that you're going to work on for the next year that's going to be about 30 minutes long. Um,
Did you have an inkling, any semblance of what it was to be a filmmaker back then?
Hold on a second, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
And it's the most quotable goddamn movie ever. Like I was
Yeah,
telling
it
you, it's
really
like I
is.
quote this
Yeah.
movie on a daily basis, and I don't
Yeah.
even try to, but like little things will happen in life that I just immediately, just little lines in the movie that just come to me immediately, and that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah.
The Uncle Bill character, Uncle Bill, not from Dead Pit, but the original Uncle Bill, the OG Uncle Bill.
That'd be funny if you got the nickname from that. So
See, like when I first started listening to Dead Pit, I thought maybe that was the case, but no, it was a
different thing. Yeah.
scenario. Yeah.
We can retcon
Um,
it. We can.
but like it was just always one of those movies that I like growing up wanting to be a filmmaker when I was younger. Like this was kind of part of my film education, listening to Mark talk about the filmmaking
Yeah.
process and watching what he does. Because I mean, we were both pretty much in the same situation. Although I was in my teens and he was 30 or so at this time.
And he's using
Um,
real film. Most people use
yeah,
video.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
but just like the whole, the 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 verbiage and stuff like that
Yeah.
always drew me
I
to
actually
this.
did. I took a Super 8 production class when I was still in high school at the local junior college, and
They
so I got
offered
some
that.
film
That's
experience.
interesting.
No, it was a
Was it like
summertime.
a? Oh, was it like
It was
a?
like a
Was it
summer
like a?
school class anyone
Oh,
could take.
okay.
So it was like 1986. I took it, and I have 3 films to show for it, as well as some B-roll stuff that's kind of wacky. And it was fun. I made a slasher movie. I made a shoot 'em up movie, and I made a some kind of camera exercise thing. I forgot what it was exactly.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I have the place is super nice. They I talked to I had just taken a TV production class before. And so I knew some of the guys already working in the place. Hey, Mike, can you transfer this to me instead of go through some agency losing my film and stuff? In house, they were able to transfer the film to me to videotape,
Hmm.
and then not long after that, I was able to digitize it. So I've have digital copies of it. I never put it up anywhere, I don't think, but they're pretty bad, but they're fun. And I did learn about chopping
Well, they were
blocks
they were
and
all bad back in the day.
yeah,
Like all.
splice blocks with the tape and use the minette. So
Yeah,
kind
you
of
were
like how Romero
learning.
had to figure out that
Yeah,
rhythm
yeah,
because he's
yeah,
turning the damn crank.
yeah,
And it's cool.
yeah. It was just. I mean, it always just it inspired. Like this movie inspired me. Like just because here was a guy in this movie that is dead set on making a film, getting
Yeah,
it done, no matter what. No money, no very little cooperation from friends and family outside of Mike Shank and Kenny Keene. But like
yeah,
at one point he's like begging his mom to come out into the woods and get and just be a stand-in in the background and I've
yeah,
been there. I was that kid growing up. Like hey, are you guys aren't doing anything on this? Can you come over? I need somebody to stand over here. Um, but I don't know. I just always felt like a connection to Mark in this movie. And I've followed Mark's um, life and career ever since then. I mean, he's doing like he's got a radio show. I don't know if he's still doing it now, but it's for quite a few years there. He had Cinema Fireside, and then
he has a
eventually
new
it
name
just
for it, but there's another show. I can put a
yeah,
link
it's
in it
like
later.
Cinema
It's
Tonight, I think.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
He
a
calls
local
it
show in
My Dinner
Milwaukee.
with Greg instead of My Dinner with Andre. So so
Well, it's so funny those Cinema Fireside episodes. It was him and this guy named fuck, what was his name? Van Handel. Um, not Greg Van Handel, but
yeah, I didn't
Gabe
hear the first
Gabe
ones.
Van Handel. Gabe Van
Gabe,
Handel.
Gabe, sorry, that was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gabe. Yeah,
And it was such an interesting dynamic between the two because Mark at this point, like when you see Mark in this film, like he's very different now. Like he's kind of matured a little bit. He's you know, whereas back
yeah,
then he
crazy beard
was
sometimes too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But the dynamic between him and Gabe on that show was so interesting because Gabe was like this very like young but like serious like cineast or whatever they call him,
oh, you said yes. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, just like and Mark would always call him out with just like little like just random like well, you're wasting your time thinking about that, man. Like, well, what's he's like,
yeah.
I'm worried about the future of theaters and the theater experience, and he's like, oh wow, if that's what you got to worry about, man, then and you got a charmed life, my man.
He has a
He's
very
like, well, oh
yeah.
okay,
He has an interesting take. I've heard several clips lately of him on different shows and other clips where he's just goes off on these tangents. And I'm like, he
yeah.
was talking about movies. Now he's talking about something totally different to this.
Yeah, he's definitely out there, but he's
Yeah,
got some real wisdom to him in a weird
yeah. He
midwestern wisdom is what I would be.
he means well, and he is a fan, so he's not just talking crap, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's the put up or shut up, and he definitely put up. You
I
know,
just always appreciated the way he looked at films too, and I discovered a lot of my favorite films listening to his radio show at Cinema
yeah.
Fireside. He's the one that kind of introduced me and opened the door for me to be interested in checking out guys like Bergman and Cassavetes and stuff like
Oh,
that. When
sure, yeah,
hearing him talk about it and then watching it, I'm like, wow, this is like a whole other world of
yeah,
cinema from back in the day that like I was just not privy to, and like changed the way I watched movies now. So I owe Mark a lot. I've
yeah.
always, like I said, felt somewhat of a connection to him in some weird way. But
Cassavetes
um,
is mostly famous for his acting, but he was a much better filmmaker than an actor.
oh yeah, amazing filmmaker. I mean, just the way
Mm,
that he would. I mean, his dialogue, the way that he would. Because everybody always thought when people say like, "Oh, that's very Cassavetes esque" or whatever, they always
yeah,
think of it as like all the dialogue in his movies were ad lib because
hmm
came out like it came off so natural and the way that the characters would interact and speak with each other, that everybody just thought it was ad-libbed.
Yeah,
Um, but it wasn't. I mean, it was by the word on, in the script, like. But Cassavetes, what he would do was they would rehearse it and rehearse it and rehearse it so many times that it was hammered into these actors' heads to the point where they could deliver it as if it were ad-libbed. You believed that it was ad-libbed. It didn't
sure.
seem like words on a page. And that was just brilliant back then. So if you see a Cassavetes film like Faces, or
Yeah, I need to revisit them. It's been a long time. It's like maybe
yeah,
25 years since I saw one. So
yeah, Woman Under the Influence, like great stuff. I got the whole collection, the Criterion
yeah,
Cassavetes box set over here.
and he was busy
They're all
during the same
just,
time Scorsese was coming up. So
yeah,
he was.
yeah. It was like just that great golden time, like golden period
Mhm.
of films in the early '70s. Mark
Early
talks
Brian
about
De
a lot.
Palma, early Scorsese, early.
Yeah, Bergman, a
Yeah.
lot of Bergman. So like Scenes from a Marriage is one of my favorite movies now. After hearing Mark talk about Bergman's Scenes from a Marriage, it's one of those movies that's like, to me it plays like an action film because like you're hanging on every word. You're like, oh my god, what is she going to say to him next, or what is he
Yeah.
going to say to her next? And you're just like, oh my god, this is deteriorating to a point that I was not expecting. And there's a realness to it. I don't know, and you always feel like you learn a life lesson or something after you watch those films.
I didn't
But
remember that. I like the fact that he wrote it so it sounded like ad libbing because like Curb Your Enthusiasm is a lot of ad libbing and it's very clever.
no,
But
Cassavetes would
so
it was stick to the page, but they would rehearse it before they would even shoot a frame of film. They would rehearse it over and over and over for weeks and
wow,
weeks and months at a time, to the point where when they did start rolling, those actors knew it front to back and they could
yeah.
deliver it like it was their own words. I mean, it's pretty
Does
incredible.
that set have commentaries on it at all?
Oh yeah, there's a lot
Okay,
of
good. I'll have to
extra
pick it up.
features and stuff on there, and
Yeah.
there's a book out there too, a really interesting book called Cassavetes on Cassavetes, where he's talking about film by film, like his process and his thought,
Oh, cool.
thought process and stuff going through it. It's really interesting. And
Although people are like, I thought we are talking about Mark Borchardt. Who's this fucking Cassavetes guy?
I wouldn't know anything about Cassavetes if it hadn't been for Mark
No,
Borg.
exactly. Yeah.
Most people know Mark from American Movie. Like when this movie came out, it was
Oh,
a bit of a cultural phenomenon. I mean,
yeah.
him and Mike Shank were showing up on G4, like we were talking about with
I found it by
Romero.
accident. Someone at work had it, and I was like, "What is that?" It's like,
Oh yeah, I didn't see it until years after the fact on IFC, and I just stumbled
yeah.
across it, and I was like, "Well, this is interesting. What in the hell is that?" The first thing I ever saw was that scene with Mark and Uncle Bill, where Uncle Bill's in the car trying to do that one line of dialogue, and
Oh
they get to
yeah,
like
it's
take
okay. It's okay. It's
45.
all right. Jesus
Uh,
loves you.
Come on, man, you did it once, you can do it again.
Yeah.
And I saw that, I was like, this is fucking hilarious. Like I remember
Yeah.
watching it with my dad. My dad was just in tears watching that scene. So I was
Yeah.
like, this is fucking crazy. What is this? So like when the movie came out, it was a bit of a cultural phenomenon because,
Yeah.
I remember Mark and Mike would show up on Letterman at times.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of those clips. Those are funny. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark would have like a little segment on Letterman. We were talking about the Night of the Living Dead commentary they did on
Yeah.
G4 back in the day for like a Halloween special or something, because Mark is a huge Romero. I mean, he has said
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead is his favorite movie of all time. So I
Oh,
mean,
cool. I haven't heard him say that. That's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead. He has said is his favorite movie of all
He
time.
has good taste.
He talks about it in this movie. He talks about it in the movie. His how much of an influence that Dawn and Night and Texas Chainsaw Massacre were. So I mean, Mark comes from the world of horror. Um,
Yeah, I know those Texas Chainsaw for sure.
but the way that his interpretations of those films are so different, because it's not so much about, and this is what was always interesting to me about him more so than anything, was it's not about like the characters or the dialogue or the typical things that like make
Yeah.
you enjoy a movie. To him, like the big thing that stood out was like, oh my god, like dead trees and gray skies. Like you don't see
Yeah.
that in a Hollywood film. Like in Hollywood, everything looks kind of generic almost. But
He
you see
loves
in
black
Don,
and white. Yeah.
he loves black and white. He loves a realistic feel, which I go goes back to the Cassavetes and all that discussion. Like those movies feel like real conversations. Like one of his
Yeah.
biggest pet peeves I've heard him talk about before is the fact that like when you watch especially a Hollywood film, but if you watch most any film ever, nobody laughs. Like there's never like that genuine moment where characters just laugh.
Yeah.
It's always either a reason for the laughter or what. But if you watch like a Cassavetes film, like in Faces, when the married couple are, having just laughing about shit for like they're having a conversation through laughter almost, and it feels like it feels like you're watching a real marriage, like you're peeping in in a real household.
Hmm.
Um, so he always talks about that, like, and there's a film he's always talked about called Symbiopsychotaxiplasm Part Two, which is from
Whoa.
like the late '60s, I think, which is a real trip of a movie. Like about 70 minutes long,
Yeah,
but
never heard of that one.
it's a Criterion. Criterion's got it. I own it over here. It was another one of those movies that, like, when I saw it, I was just like, "Holy shit! Like, this is a different type of film." Like, I was just not prepared for. Very art house, but it's basically a documentary about a film crew that are making this movie about nothing,
Hmm.
and it's very meta in a way. Before that was even a thing. Like, we're talking, like I said, late '60s. Uh,
Kind of like, you ever see After Last Season? That would be a documentary. Make a movie about that, which is absolutely nothing.
I've never
Oh my
seen that
God, you
one.
got to see After Last Season. That's just probably one of the worst movies ever made. Literally,
Hmm.
it's yeah, it's
Well, maybe we'll do a live watch along on that one next.
oh yeah,
Um,
it's really bad.
I got to bring you on for the bad shit. Well, we got a
That's
good shit
right. We love,
tonight. So
and this is good.
I'm giving you a reprieve tonight.
That's right. And I got to
Because
say, a lot of
I
people
just
bitch about
heard.
this being exploitative, and it's not because, first of all documentaries on some level are exploitative.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're intimate. They're going into someone's private life, and they're showing all these moments that would normally be private, and people crying and saying things they maybe didn't mean at the time and could embarrass them. But
Well,
he's on the sleeve, man. Everything's on his sleeve. He's just a real guy.
I feel like Mark, looking back on it, he doesn't talk about this movie very much anymore. I feel like he's a little embarrassed by it
I think it
at
caught up to him.
times.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I think.
but we were talking about earlier the commentary, like the commentary for this movie. He's agreeing with himself and arguing with the stuff said on screen, which is hilarious.
Well,
So
also
yeah,
Mark has, if you listen to which I listened to every episode of Cinema Fireside for like for months years ago. I found them all on SoundCloud, and I was just went through them all. But he's kind of moved on in his life to where I don't think he even hung out with Mike Shank anymore. I don't think he hung out
yeah,
with Kenny Keene anymore. He had moved to Milwaukee. He was kind of existing in the art scene in
mhm,
Milwaukee at that time. He was, more about, reading and, novels and
yeah.
really digging in deep, more so than he is when they shot this. So I think he looks back on this period, which I don't blame him. I mean, if there was a documentary done on my life about, about
Oh
me
sure,
from 20 years
plenty of
ago, like,
embarrassing stuff.
oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God, I don't even like
yeah.
watching old, streams here on the channel. Like, if
Why
I
do you
just
think I'm
pop it
always
on,
the
I'm just like,
cameraman?
oh,
I'm rarely on camera. I'm
you
always the cameraman.
you got it figured out, man, because
Yeah,
it can be cringy. So yeah, I'm sure looking
yeah,
back, because if you look back on something from 20 years ago and you're like, oh yeah, that guy knew what he was talking about, then you've
yeah.
obviously not grown very much. But so yeah, I do feel like he kind of resents this movie a little bit
Well, it did exploit him a
nowadays.
little bit, kind of, but it did give him a life. I mean, he's famous, and he got roles from it. Like he's in like Hostel 2, right? He's in like
Oh
all these
yeah,
other like appearances, and
yeah, he's had
and
a bit of
yeah.
a career, which I'll before we get started here, I do have a pile of shit here from my collection, my
Oh,
American movie Mark Borchardt collection. So
oh wow.
I do have this poster here that I did order
Oh,
a few years ago.
there's a shirt
Coven.
too, right? Isn't there an official shirt or
There
something
is
that
a
somebody?
shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, he's selling shirts, beanies, all
it
kinds of
said
stuff now.
Triple H or one of those guys was wearing a shirt at a wrestling event or something.
Oh yeah, there's references everywhere. The most
Yeah.
recent reference to it I saw recently was Terrifier 3. In the dorm room in Terrifier 3, there's a Coven poster on the wall in Terrifier 3. So when I was watching the movie in the theater, I immediately pointed that out. And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh my God, Coven!"
that's right. That's funny.
Coven, not Coven. Coven sounds like Coven. So yeah, I do have a Coven poster, and when I bought the poster, it's signed by him, and it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But he also sent a handwritten letter
No
with it
way.
as well. Yeah.
Oh,
It's from when did I get this? May 12th, 2022. So this was about almost 4 years ago. It says, Michael, I hope you're doing good these days. Thanks for the Coven poster order. I hope you're making the best of life. That's so important. Have a great summer and stay strong. He's got that Romero
Yeah, yeah,
sign off there. I bet
yeah.
that's where he
Sure, there you
got it
go.
from. Instead of stay
That's
scared, it's stay
yeah, I
strong.
bet.
So,
Yeah,
so yeah, this is you know,
that's cool. Yeah,
handwritten
yeah.
letter from Mark Borchardt to me
I had no idea he was selling the posters. That's crazy.
yeah, I think they were limited to like 50. There were he also there was also a limited run on Coven action figures at one
There
point
was
too.
one. I saw the one. I didn't know there were
Yeah,
many. I saw his action figure.
there's one of him, and then I've seen one of like one of the druids from the
Okay,
movie.
I should put that
But I
in the
think they were
chat. That's a
limited to
funny
like
one.
50, and they sold out really really fast. So those things are pretty rare. Um,
Actually, and anyone watching this wants to see Coven, I will put a link in the chat later for the YouTube, the
yeah,
video.
and if
There's you can
anybody
watch it on YouTube.
if anybody wants to watch along, like I said, I got the link down there in the description, and it's pinned here in the comments as well. So it takes you to a Google Drive link, and you can watch it on there. But that's what I'm going to be watching. So, um, but yeah, so I do have the original VHS of American Movie. I remember I bought this at a circus video in Madisonville, Kentucky. It was like
I,
$4 or something like
I
that.
never
Now
even saw
they've
it on VHS. I went right to DVD. My friend at work had a DVD, and I made a burn copy of it immediately. I'm like, I love this movie.
yeah. So this is
So
this is 2000. So this would have been right near the end of VHS, uh, but yeah, like I said, I bought this for like I think it was like 3.99 on sale, and yeah, here it is. It's got a little date on it,
oh.
5/23/2000. So and now you can find these are on eBay for like $50. So I'm like, I'll hang on to that.
Before I forget, here's the link to the SoundCloud Cinema Tonight, his later um, podcast that you can listen to. I don't know about the
There you go.
Fireside one, so
Uh, Fireside's on SoundCloud too.
it is also okay.
Um,
I'll find that one
you
some
can
point.
probably find that. But
Mm.
yeah, there's the aforementioned DVD. Came with this was the first. This was the first time that I actually saw Coven because the VHS didn't have it on it, but the bonus features on this did have the actual short film. So this was the first time I got to see Coven. Here's the Blu-ray that just came out not too long ago.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I got them on all formats. And like I said,
Nice.
they just released a 4K, but I haven't picked that up yet because it's like this is the kind of movie where it's just like, do I really need a
Was it the
4K
same as the
transfer
Blu-ray,
of
just
this?
ported over? Is it the
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
yeah?
it's Sony. It's not like a Criterion or anything. Like if Criterion were to do like a 4K
Yeah.
restoration of American movie, I'll buy that. I'll get that.
That'd be
But
great. He really made it if he got a Criterion release.
oh, he would shit his pants. I made it, man.
Yeah.
And then I have an actual copy of the VHS
Oh, look at
Coven
that with the two. Yeah, the two there. That's great.
signed by Mark from 2020. I got this in 2020. Um,
Same thing with the poster. You would buy it, and he would sign it.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
signatures all over the place. And actually, there's
Cool.
a little typed message in here from Mark, signed by
Nice.
Mark. Autumn of 2020. Thank you so much for your Coven VHS order. Your support and enthusiasm helps make it all happen. Be sure to live to the fullest each day and continue to make your dreams come true.
So it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's that's like his big thing. It's like, every day there's work to be done, get it done, don't waste your time, that
Oh,
type
for
of
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Then he was also he starred in a horror film from what year was this? 2011 called The
Hmm.
Hagstone Demon.
I haven't seen that.
It's really shitty, but I bought it
No.
anyway because it's Mark Borchardt.
Yeah. You know what's sad
And
is I went through his IMDb recently. I don't remember seeing that one, but and I didn't know this, but he basically just this whole movie, American movie, is about him trying to make Northwestern, and he never made it. It never got
yeah,
finished.
yeah. He
You know.
eventually went. He did some other stuff after Coven. He was working on Scare Me for a while. He was featured in a documentary called Horror Business
Yeah.
back in the day. He was featured in that, and he was in the middle of shooting Scare Me. And he's done some music videos and stuff throughout the years. But yeah, he's never finished or
He
done
claimed
a
he had
feature film at
a
this point.
Coven 2 script in the works, but it was never finished either. So
Yeah, he's been talking about that for years as well. Um, Well, he's also working on the Scarier 4 is
all
another one
right.
that he's been
Yeah.
trying to get going for a while too. But
But it's just sad because
um,
this entire movie is about him getting uh, Northwestern made, and then his when well, spoiler alert, when his uncle dies and leaves him some money, he gets the money he claimed he needed to finish Northwestern, and he never did it. So
Right. Well, that's
yeah,
the thing. It's like I'm sure that was the plan, but then as soon as this documentary came out, he became like an overnight celebrity. I mean, he's going
exactly.
doing
Yeah,
Letterman.
yeah.
He's in that Jet Li movie, The One. He has a
Is he in
cameo
that? I didn't
in.
know that.
Yeah, he has a
That's
cameo in that.
hilarious.
He's a what was it? Cabin Fever. Didn't you say was he was
Cabin
in
Fever 2. I think he's
Cabin
in that
Fever
one.
too? Like so,
Yeah,
his life kind of turned upside down pretty
yeah.
quickly after that. So like I said, that's when he kind of found that little bit of celebrity. He was in this movie. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. I've watched it once. I don't remember anything about it, but it's called Britney Baby One More Time.
No.
It's him and Mike, and they're tracking down this Britney Spears drag queen through the
Oh
whole
my
movie.
God. I've never
And
heard of that.
I hadn't heard of it either until I saw it at Blockbuster one day back in the day, and I was like, "What in the hell is this?" And
They became this famous duo. It's like Beavis and Butthead, or
yeah, that's kind of
so
how they were made out to be, and I think that's another big reason why Mark kind of distanced himself from the movie
Jay and
over the
Silent Bob.
years, because everybody just assumed him and Mike were just these two burnouts.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I know he's quit drinking since the movie. He's quit everything pretty much. He's been sober for quite a few years.
I love that scene where they play his early like Halloween radio play,
Yeah,
and he just talks about how he's just totally drunk and stoned in the background, and he
I'm
goes
not
back
even a
and analyzes.
director.
Yeah, he goes, this there was stilted dialogue. It was horrible performances. What was I thinking? I was drinking and stuff. So I mean, he knows what's good and bad. I mean, he
Yeah,
definitely knows even back
he's
then.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, but he let
dude.
it happen.
Holy Parish of Doom, what's up, my man? This is for the birds. I say that almost on a daily basis. This shit's for the birds. Yeah, put a little umlaut over the O. Coven. Um,
I love that actor. He's so theatrical. He's just so crazy.
yeah, yeah. Was it Richard Robert George? I think is his name.
Yeah, the screaming and
Uh,
that one Halloween thing. Oh God, it's so great.
I'm cold as hell. Holy Parish of Doom says I've seen him interviewed here and there at one time here on YouTube. There was a vid of him and Mike doing commentary of Night of the Living Dead. That's right. It's still up on YouTube. It's an old
G4, right? The
so
G4
it
TV.
was a G4 Halloween special in the early 2000s. It's still on YouTube if you look for it. Steven, what's going on, brother? Steven Ustrak Jr. says, Happy Thanksgiving, gentlemen. Hope the stream goes well. We'll be in and out tonight, hopefully. Well, hey, watch along, man. Have you seen American Movie? If you even if you don't watch this, like I said, the link is down in the bottom. I highly
Yeah,
recommend watching the
definitely
movie
take the
if you guys
time and
haven't
really
seen it.
watch it because it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's one of the most quotable movies ever. And then I also have the vinyl soundtrack for Coven
Oh wow.
as well. And this is funny. I found this in a McKay's, which is like a used music and media store in Nashville. Um,
I haven't seen anything about the composer. He's the only project he worked on.
I think so. I mean, I'm sure he was
Yeah.
probably like a local guy that,
College at the college.
yeah, probably something like it. Which the music in Coven's actually pretty good. Um, but yeah, there's all kinds of little goodies in here. There's like
You heard about how the filmmaker met Mark, right? I
little
mean, he was
insert.
working on another film, editing it at the college in Wisconsin there, and ran into Mark, who was going off to get funding for his stuff at is it Cannes Film Festival, something like that. They ended
Oh,
up
that's another
running.
funny thing about that Cinema Fireside with him and
Yeah,
Gabe. Every time Gabe would say can, he would say cans, and
yeah,
Mark would
exactly.
always correct him and say, "That's can to you, my man." And he's can. I'm sorry, Mark.
Yeah,
Cans, can.
I used to say cans when I was a kid. I didn't know the difference. So
I didn't either. I used can, whatever.
I thought it was con, but I guess it is can. So
Here's a
con.
page from the script from
Oh wow,
Coven. It's not an actual page, but it came with the record, and then it also came
wow,
with another poster here. So I have two Coven posters,
that's cool.
which I
Is the
forgot I
script
had actually.
reading it? Is it pretty well set up? It's a, like a proper script, or is it kind of
Yeah,
wacky?
I mean it's like your
Yeah,
typical screenplay, exterior, interior,
yeah.
but Yeah, I mean it's just one page that they included in the vinyl release. Um, but I've actually never. I know he's actually published quite a few plays as well over the years. So um, he stays busy and he gets work, like I said, doing music videos and stuff like that. But like I said, he just never got that Northwestern made. Never got to do his feature
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Um,
He keeps a couple interviews I heard. They asked him that, of course, because that's the central point of the movie,
oh yeah.
and he kept saying, I think some people basically thinking it's a number of things why he didn't do it. One is just like the footage spans so many years, it's kind of unusable unless you do some weird time jumping period or whatever. And also,
Hmm.
he just kind of at this point, he there's so much pressure put on it being released.
Yeah.
I think it's too much for him to handle. He just doesn't want to release a poor thing. So
Yeah. And I mean, over time, man, like you don't get something made when you're inspired to make it. It can go away. Like you'll move on to
yeah,
other things. I think that's probably a part of that as well. Um, yeah, Steven. He was also him and Mike
American
make
Dad.
a.
It was an
Was it
American Dad
American
show.
Dad?
Yeah,
They had
he
a
comes
little
out of the
cameo
closet
in that
with
as well.
Mike, and they're talking. They're
Yeah,
shooting some footage, and he's like,
yeah.
"Man, what do you think of that, Mike?"
I'm telling you, man, this movie has inspired so many, especially
Yeah,
of my generation. Like inspired, like I know James Rolfe, angry video game nerd. I know
sure.
he's a massive American movie fan. Um, it's one of the most quotable and like influential. Like I really do think this documentary is one of the most influential films of my generation, at least. Um, but like I said, I just feel like mainstream wise, like I said, it kind of had its peak in the early 2000s, and
Yeah,
then I think over the years, it's one of those. It's just kind of been, which it may come back around. Like there were a lot of movies, a lot of indie films from around that time, late 90s, early 2000s, that have kind
yeah.
of disappeared through the years. But
I think I got lucky because I caught it right when it came out on DVD because again, my friend had it. You got to check this out. I go, what is that? And I just immediately fell in love with it. So who knows how much longer it would have been if he hadn't
it's
had that at work.
it's definitely one of
So,
those that you once you see it, you got to show all your buddies,
oh
and
yeah, it's
you're
like
like,
when
oh, dude,
South
you got to
Park,
watch this.
the South Park videotape had been digitized, and before they ever made the show, it made the rounds on the internet in the old days.
Yeah.
And the original Spirit of Christmas thing,
Yeah.
man, that thing was crazy.
Pop some ice in my glass. I'm about to pour me a peppermint schnapps, a
Oh, there you
peppermint
go.
schnapps,
Yeah,
and
this is good
Sprite,
snap. Oh,
and Sprite, and two globs of it too.
yeah.
That's all this. I'm telling you. Sure. I'm telling you guys. That's all this watch along's gonna be is just us quoting this movie.
I mean, it's right up there with Monty Python and so much other stuff. It is very quotable. So
It's I think it to the point where like so many people like it's so quotable that I think a lot of people were skeptical that it was even an actual documentary when it came out because it seemed like
sure,
a lot of it just seems like written dialogue for a
yeah,
mockumentary or something, but it's
for
not.
sure.
Like it was a fucking legit thing. Holy Parachute Doom says Steven, I wasn't aware of that, but just looked and yes, he was. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, he was. They kind of popped up a little bit of everywhere back in the day, but
Yep.
he kind of keeps a little bit of a lower profile now. But um,
Although I gotta say, if James Rolfe was that big of a fan, you would think he would elevate his work more. I like the AVGN videos where he reviews stuff, but that movie was terrible.
I didn't even see the
So
movie.
it's worth checking out if you're a fan of AVGN. But
I
it's
used
kind of
to
like when
watch it a
Jerky
lot
Boys made a
more.
movie. Jerky Boys made that movie, and it was just shoehorning all their bits into a movie, and it just didn't work. It was terrible.
Mm.
You
Well,
know.
I mean, making a film, being like making a movie and doing YouTube are completely different talents. Like it's a
It's like those SNL skits that all became movies. Most of those were
yeah,
terrible. Yeah.
yeah. And I know like there's been so many, and you can tell the difference. Like when you see like, oh, this guy came from YouTube and he made his own movie, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell.
Well, that Stuckman guy, just see, he made a horror movie, right? Chris
Yeah,
Stuckman or whatever
yeah.
his
I
name
haven't
is,
seen it.
and
I don't
everyone's
know. I
shitting all over
mean,
that guy now.
yeah. Well, I mean, the Grim Life Collective, weren't they? Didn't they help make that movie with Shelley Duvall and Edward Furlong? Um,
Oh, I know they interviewed her, but I don't remember making a movie. Interesting.
I think they were involved in that movie, The Forest Hills, I think is what it was
Oh
called.
wow.
Um, But yeah, it's a totally different thing. Like you can be
It
great at
is
YouTube and not know the first thing about making. You can and you
completely.
can just say that in general, not just about YouTube, but you can love film and
Yeah.
love movies, but that doesn't. You're not Tarantino. It doesn't automatically
No,
mean that you know how to make one. You know.
exactly.
Um,
And even he took a while. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. And of course it helps when you're born and raised in Hollywood. That kind of helps
Well,
too.
he. I mean, I spent several years in a video store in high school working there, but he worked there obviously a hell of a long time, and he was just living all that stuff. It was just
Yeah.
osmosis. You know.
Which I mean, you can do. I mean, look, like smell like Kevin Smith. It's like you can
Yeah.
find your own style. Like Kevin Smith's early stuff is not, it's not what you would call cinematic. Really, it's like a
It's very
one.
rough, but it's still fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it works because it's kind of his
Yeah.
own style. It's got a good taste. All
Yeah.
right,
Carter taste.
all right. You ready to get this thing going? I'm ready to get.
Yeah.
Here we go. So yeah, guys, if anybody wants to watch along, like I said, I'll remind you guys about the night. But the link is down in the description below. It's pinned in the comments here at the very top, so you should see it. It should take you to a Google Drive file, and you should be able to watch it straight from there. So I told Synth before we came on here, I tried to upload it to YouTube, and Columbia
Yeah.
or whoever was just
Yeah.
like this is one of those movies, and it's kind of maybe one of the reasons why it's maybe not as popular now as it used to be, but it's like one of those that's like really under lock and key. Like I remember trying to rip the DVD, like the movie from the DVD,
Mhm.
like rip it directly, and there was a lock on it. Like it was locked. You couldn't do it.
Sony was famous for doing that. In
Yeah,
fact, some
Sony.
of that crap they put on there would actually add crap on your computer you didn't want. It's
Oh,
like an early
really?
version. Yeah, it's an early version of almost a malware thing. It was really crappy stuff.
Well, maybe it's a good thing
So,
that it didn't.
so
But
yeah,
uh,
they're
but
they're
I,
they're like Disney. Disney loves locking their stuff down.
um, all right, all right. You
And,
ready to get
and
going?
apologies if I laugh too much, but I love this movie. So,
Like I
so
said, I got the peppermint schnapps and the Sprite, and
that's it.
like I said, I watch this movie every year for Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving. This and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles are my two like Thanksgiving
Yeah,
tradition
that's a
movies.
classic.
And there's
By the
just
way,
like
but
I said, there's just
schnapps
something
and
about this movie. There's
Sprite.
the warmth of the soul, as he says.
Oh, totally. Yeah. The schnapps and Sprite is already like doubly sweet. You don't need Sprite in there. I'm sorry. It's
It's
just,
it's pretty sweet, but it but
it's
it just
very
it just tastes like a candy cane. It's a
Oh
very
man, it's
festive
cloying. It's like
drink.
what they say cloying in the food industry. Cloying is
Yeah, you don't want to get like drunk off of it because the hangover will be terrible the next
yeah.
day. But it's a nice crisp holiday drink. We'll just say. Um, all right, so I'm gonna give the countdown here. Three, two, one. Press play now. When I say
Are you
now,
starting the
we'll hit
Sony
play.
Pictures thing or just from the beginning of the file?
Beginning of the file. So I'll hit
Okay,
play and then it should just
the
start.
black
Yeah,
screen. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Um, all right. So here we go. In. Oh no, what did I do?
Uh oh.
Hang on, I hit a
It's
button.
okay. It's all right. Jesus loves you.
It's all right. Well, what the hell
He told
happened?
me so. Jesus told me so.
Um. Well, hang on. We'll get it started here in a second. I don't know what my computer's doing. More actions. What the hell? There we go. No. Well.
What happened? Won't play?
Oh wait. There we go. Open. Preview. It's running slow. I think I got it. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. I think, yeah, that's what I did. What the hell? Not saying
I
an
mean, it is
unexpected error
appropriate for
occurred.
this Mark Borchardt thing to have some glitches. So
Yes, it is the Mark Borchardt way for nothing to go right. Maybe that's why I identify with him so much. I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
feel your pain. I feel your pain. All right. Let's see.
Is it your
Your
player?
teeth,
What?
your teeth cackle when you open up your mouth. No, I don't know. I think it's because I'm trying to do too much on this at one time.
Sometimes you can use a lighter player like a VLC or something like that if you're using the file.
Um, it's just running very slow.
I should have had my little outfit on. I could do the little pose, the
Just
the
stand
Coven
there.
pose.
Okay. Right. Work, you fucker.
You getting a spinning wheel, or is it just not going?
It's not doing anything. Like it's
Do you have too many things open? Maybe close some apps.
I mean, I only have two things open right now. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Let me just. So
Are
it's
you playing
working
the
for
disc,
you, Holy Parish? No, I'm just watching the fucking the
the file?
file on the
Yeah.
on my Google Drive. Or trying to.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Playing.
right, let me back out of that and go back in.
Are you playing it from Drive? You might want to download it because with all the bandwidth, you're streaming and some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
That's okay. This is worth the wait. Everyone will wait. Just download the file.
Well, I won't even like even if I click on the goddamn thing, nothing pops up. Like I can't even right click on it.
You can't right click it, really?
No, it won't do anything. It just
Do you have another browser you could open and try to open that link with that and then download it? Maybe your browser's getting hammered.
yeah. Let me see here.
I know it's tricky because you don't want to close the StreamYard, but this is all this horrible maintenance stuff. This is why every time I did a StreamYard thing, I would reboot, make sure everything is closed completely, and then open just a handful of stuff if possible because of weird behaviors.
All right, let me try signing in on here.
Getting a little stutter from your end. Are you seeing that?
There we go.
Your video's a little choppy.
Oh, that that's probably
The audio is okay, just the
yeah.
video.
That's probably okay. Well, let me try something else here. This might work better. Bear with us, folks.
So it's
Google
all in the spirit of
Drive.
Mark.
I think this might
No.
work. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Son of a fucking bitch. There we go. All right, I think we'll be good over here on this end. Open.
You should play the VHS on your Dawn of the Dead TV. That would be awesome.
Dude, I thought about I thought about popping it in, but I'm so like sketched out. Like I don't want that TV to blow, so I'm worried about
No,
like
I get
playing
it.
it for long periods of time. I'm like,
Yeah,
eh.
because you never know how long that's going to go. You usually start losing lines of pixels before the whole thing goes out. That's most of my CRT TVs did that, where you start losing lines before the whole thing goes bleh.
Yeah, there. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Now I'll be able to hear it on this one.
Is it on a different player?
on a different computer.
Oh, just run an
I got,
earbud to your ear.
I got two. I don't have an earbud.
You don't have an earbud to
I
stick in
got
your ear?
headphones. I can either hear you or I can hear the
Oh,
movie. So
oh
I'll choose
man.
you. Since I know this movie by heart anyway, pretty much, I can pretty much gather what the hell it's
You could,
saying.
if you have echo cancellation turned on, you can turn it low on your speaker. It won't show up on the stream.
Yeah, I'll try that at
You
least.
want to be able to hear it.
Mm,
Just make
All right,
sure you get echo cancellation turned on your
should be.
connection. It's usually by default, but sometimes people turn it off.
All right, let me check that, and then we'll get started, guys. All right. If you can hear it coming back and it's too distracting, just let me know, and I'll just use my imagination. All right.
Cool.
All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. Press play now. Can you hear that?
Let me turn mine down. No, I can't hear yours. No.
Okay, cool.
There's Mike playing Mr. Bojangles on his guitar. It's a good guitar player.
Okay. All right, I think I got a good setup here. It's gonna be a little awkward,
It's
but
okay. Give me a quick timestamp. I had to restart it.
I'm at 139 140.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Right now he's sitting at his computer. He's
I
he's
got his
stuck at
handwriting the
this
scarecrow now.
keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now Mike
Okay.
just pop up. So
It's his brother. We're gonna.
of understanding whatsoever.
Of this dialogue.
Yeah.
The
Holy
stilted
Parish
dialogue.
says, I was putting music up at my channel earlier and in the MST3K live chat simultaneously, and that kept stopping. Everyone commented on it. Guessing because so many are on due to the holiday. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I'm guessing most people are off tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
I love the sock on the microphone. It's very professional.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks shit faced there.
Yeah. He's doing his paper route. He's delivering Wall Street Journal.
That's what. Yeah, that is what he was delivering at the time. Was the Wall Street Journal.
Did the credits just start now?
He's still talking for
He's still
me. I'm
talking.
at
Okay.
335 on my
Okay.
end.
Thanks.
No, the credits are starting.
Okay. I was a little behind there, or a little forward, I think. Poor guy and his bills.
This is one of those quotes I use all the time. It's like, what are they going to take? My Night of the Living Dead book?
Yeah. He has a lot of Spike Lee books. You see that? He's
Yeah,
way into Spike Lee.
that's kind of like nowadays, especially like he's like I said, he reads a lot. Apparently, like that's kind of his thing.
So I did a freeze
Oh,
frame this morning. At the top of that, he has a couple things with writing on the pages, like their early drafts of some Final Pleasure and Potomac Fever. Maybe some scripts he never did or something. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, he says he writes every day still,
Yeah.
so there's no telling what all he's got. The irony of that, he's going through all these bills and all this debt that he's in, and at the
And
very
then
end,
more
he
debt.
comes across
Yeah.
the Mastercard. I say that's another thing I say all the time when I get, they send you one of those fake credit cards to say you qualify. Kick fucking ass, man! I got a Mastercard.
He
I
said
can't
later he
believe
ended up
that.
charging $1,500 to that card. It was only supposed to be $500.
Well,
More
that's
and
the
more
thing about
debt.
those. That's the thing about credit cards, man. It's like there's no limit once you hit a certain point. Like as long as you're paying the minimum every month or whatever, like
Yeah.
they'll that. Like I have a credit card now. They just keep raising the fucking limit on. I'm like, dude, I'm not using this anymore. Like
Yeah,
they're just trying to entice you,
for sure.
trying to rope you in.
There's this happy brother.
Yeah, that brother always seemed a little weird to me. Like the other brother seems like normal.
The other was cool. He's like, this
Chris
guy's like a
here.
barbecue guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's got the Hooter shirt on, like he's.
Yeah, this is great. He's got three guys.
And one guy looks homeless. I think
One's asleep,
he
homeless.
just wandered in to stay warm. Yeah.
Uh,
What do you think about that, Yas? He's a salesman, though. I mean, his
oh,
dad
for
says
sure.
it. His dad says it. At some point in this, where he's like, Bill is pretty tight with his money and always has been. But if there's anybody that can, talk him out of that money, it's Mark. So,
There he is. There's Kenny Keene.
old Kenny Keene. I don't know whatever happened to him. I'm sure he just kind of
He
moved on
hung
with
out with
his
him for a
life.
long time after the movie, but
Yeah, because I know he was in that documentary I was telling you about called The Horror Business, where they followed Mark while he was making Scare Me.
yeah,
Kenny was like the production assistant on that, and that was probably 10 years after this came out or so.
was Mike playing his guitar.
Hmm.
It's vodka. He's drinking vodka.
That really depressed me that day that I found out that he had died. Which I
Yeah.
mean, you
Well, it had
live like
nothing to
that,
do
you
with
don't.
his. He had esophageal cancer apparently, so
Hmm.
could have been from anything.
Because it was pretty recent. Mike was you'd still see Mike pop up on different like videos and stuff on
Yeah,
YouTube.
he was doing a lot of guitar tutorials and stuff, and he's a
Yeah,
real
he
good player.
released he released quite a few CDs, quite a few albums of like classical guitar stuff.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that YouTube channel where they do In the Bag, where they get like a band or an artist and they
No, I
you
can't
know
remember that.
give them a bag? It's kind of like the Criterion Closet where they let
Yeah.
somebody go in and pick out different movies that they want to talk about. Well, in the bag, they kind of give a musician or an artist or a band. They give them a bag and they let them go into Amoeba record
Okay.
store,
Yeah.
and they just fill the bag up with all the albums and movies and whatever they want to talk about, and they talk about it.
Oh,
Mike did one of those, and
that's cool.
that was one of the last times I remember seeing him do anything. Actually,
Yeah.
he'd cut his hair and
Oh, here we go.
Kind of
He's
cleaned up. I think
framing.
he ended up getting married too.
He's doing the framing stuff. Yeah.
But like what he's describing here, the movie he's describing is a movie that like I would want to watch. Like he kind
Yeah,
of
check it out. Yeah.
like his
I
whole
mean,
his
the
whole
old
thing
footage
is
he
like
has that never got made, the old footage wasn't very good, but I'm sure he eventually would have made something pretty cool.
it's the way that he like because he always says like you don't need to go, which is is the Romero way of looking at things. You don't need to go to Hollywood to make a movie.
Oh, yeah,
Like tell the story about the life that you're
for sure.
living where you're at. That's just as interesting as a movie that takes place in New York or
Oh,
something.
I
Like
love
every
his
movie doesn't
career.
have to take place in New York.
Sorry, the
No,
dialogue.
you're good. It's a mockery, man.
I guess.
You know what I mean,
But
Mike?
but
No.
but it's like all of his complaints just put in a script. Like his daily complaints about life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his delivery.
Well, again, it's kind of like I said, that Cassavetes esque
Yeah.
delivery where you know, Holy Pierce, I have
That's so
no
great.
idea what's in your bag, my man. Hopefully, there's a pear, whatever it is. Right now, we are 10 minutes and 45 seconds in. So I'm at 10:45.
So apparently, this car, he said he had two of them, and one
Hmm.
so one he could smash for Coven.
Yeah, he had
The
just
Buick
listening.
Skylark, I think it is.
What? Shit, I don't remember. But they were
My dad used to have one for work.
shit.
One of his company cars was a Buick Skylark.
No, really.
Yeah.
Always, that's another line I use all the time. Dialogue that make the Pope weep. Here's Uncle Bill. It's so funny. Mark is the ultimate optimist. Bill is the ultimate pessimist, and they have
Yeah.
to battle back and
Sure.
forth.
And the father's just in the middle, like, whatever.
Holy Parish, 12:10. Oh gosh, that gets me excited. So the third meeting, there's a few more people there.
Yeah.
This is something they talk about in the commentary too. The battle between Tom Beach and Mark. Tom is more, you know, by the book, and Mark is
Yeah.
more not so much.
More the dreamer.
Yeah. So they didn't mesh very well. I think he's talking about it here actually. Yeah, Holy Pairs. That's what me and Synth were talking about. That Mike's appearance on that. I don't remember what he. It's been a while since I've seen that. I don't remember what he put in his bag and talked about, but that should still be on YouTube somewhere.
Apparently, this guy was a filmmaker before he met Mark, and then he went back to filmmaking after this stuff. That
Who?
Wiesman guy.
Oh, Matt Weissman.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen? He did a short of. He did a short of like him shaving or something like that. That won.
Oh, really?
It won like an award or something like that.
So my friend's mom's from Denmark, and she talks like Mark's mom.
Oh, really?
Has a similar accent.
Swedish gal.
Yeah.
One guy. And this is true. This is some of that Borchardt wisdom. It's like nobody's ever paid, you know, for an
Yeah.
excuse. Nobody's paid to see like, or he says it later in the movie. It's like, have you? How many movies have you been to where there's like a frame missing? It's like, please use your imagination. If circumstances were different, we would be able to film this scene. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to use your imagination. I've been to the movie several times, man. I've never had that happen once.
Oh, here we go.
Well, back there, there's you can see the tapes. He's got
Yeah.
Coven 2
Yeah.
back there. Something I can't read what that says next to it though. It's funny. I've been in that situation too.
Which thing?
Or like you're planning on starting to shoot something, but it's like the time comes and you've run out of time and you're nowhere near
Oh,
prepared or
sure.
ready or have anything together for it, and you're just like, well, fuck. It's demoralizing.
Is it back on Alex now? Are you hearing Alex talk?
Do what now?
Is Alex on screen now? Is he?
Cliff is.
Oh, okay. So I'm still too far back or forward, I think.
Okay, now Alex is on there.
Because this one, he eventually talks about he should be like some kind of
A serial
serviceman or something.
killer.
No, he was like some kind of like manual labor job or something like that. He was just
Mm, what he would be better suited for.
yeah.
Yeah, that's another really good documentary, Holy Parish. Have you seen the Last Days, the Pentagram documentary?
No.
It's very similar to American Movie. It's about an old metal
Hmm.
band from back in the day that are trying to make a comeback, and the
Wow.
characters have the same kind of vibe that Mark and Mike kind of have, where they're
Well, that's funny. I have to check it out.
yeah, it's worth checking out for sure.
This shot here with the burned building behind him. They were supposed to shoot there like a couple days. But it was all set up before this. They went to this location and it's all burned up behind them.
Hmm.
It was all clear to shoot, and it was all burned when they got there. Like, oh man!
It had burned completely down.
Like you said, we had every f stop known to man in this. He mentioned peppermint schnapps.
Here it comes. It's calling Morocco, man, looking for the hotel at Tangiers. Hell yeah.
It was great. Mike's like, what? I get it.
You get it?
I love that. He said all those fields that they shot these in, they're all like developments now. It's all housing developments.
Oh, yeah. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I know
The whiteboard.
I know that Starlight Theater is no longer there.
He said it was not long after he shot that footage, it was gone. At least the
Yeah.
screens were gone. It's like that around here too. We have, I think, two out of like probably 10 in the Bay Area, like two functional drive-ins with like maybe one screen, and they're usually flea markets 90% of the time.
Mm.
So
We
the
have, I
land's too
mean,
valuable.
we have a drive-in theater right down the road from here, but I've never been.
We had
I,
tons for so long.
I'm sorry for erasing that.
I love the wipe support.
He's so intense, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry for erasing that.
My dad actually loved the drive-in because he would position himself at the car, set up all the mirrors, and watch multiple movies at the same time, mostly looking for nudity. So
I remember you saying that at one point.
it was just hilarious. He was an operator.
You say that again. Smooth operator.
A little bank scene. Yeah, this is crazy.
And there was
Oh, we
always
got
there was always like
wonders.
some confusion of like, was he trying to get Uncle Bill to pull money out of his bank account to give to him, but he's actually just trying to open up an account
Yeah, and the
in
father's trying to
Bill's
explain it, but he's
name.
not very good at it either. So
Yeah. And Uncle Bill just doesn't give a shit at this point. He's just
yeah,
kind of like,
he's like,
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
what you
die soon. Leave me alone.
like.
Where's my schnapps?
Sounds like the usual. Yeah, that that Pentagram band was pre wasn't that weren't they pre Sabbath? Wasn't that the big thing in the documentary? Like they were around before Sabbath, and then they split up and
Hmm.
kind of influenced a bunch of bands throughout the years, but never got the recognition that
Yeah, I
they
never even heard of the
deserve.
band. That's wild. I have to check it out.
Yeah, it's a good documentary. It's really I think you'd really like it. I
Bill.
am here because
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's always making these noises. Mm-hmm.
but it's like it's such they're the dichotomy between those two is it's funny, but it's like Mark is still like this young dreamer, like reaching for the
Oh yeah,
stars, and Bill is at the end of his life and is just cynical, and
yeah.
not cynical, but just you know
He's
not.
not into that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just he doesn't get
I,
it. Like,
I love where
but
he calls the guy who's like lives 2 blocks away from him. Try to get him. He goes, "You live 2 blocks from me, huh?"
do you have a do you have a pen? Can you get a pen?
He's got a Return of the Living Dead shirt there.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that scene there. Can you centrifugally focus?
yeah. I guess I don't know.
That was the scene in Family Guy. I'm sorry, American Dad. They come out of the closet with the camera, and he goes, "Hey, Mike, can you make sure you zero in?" He didn't. They didn't use the same terminology, but you can make sure you zoom in, zero in on the lens with that guy. He goes, "Yeah, I think I can do
Does
that."
everyone have brown gloves?
Yeah. Mike's so out of it. He said he had like a bad episode of PCP or something like that that kind of fried his brain.
Yeah, yeah. He talks about it later in the
Yeah,
story that he's telling. But he like it was the worst case that they'd ever seen. Like he
yeah,
overdosed on acid or something like that.
yeah. Yeah. Well, Kenny has the same laugh. They're all like a bunch of stoner guys. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all pretty fried, but okay, so not before Sabbath, but that era, okay. But man, I miss this. This makes me want to pull out the camera again and get a group of friends together and go out in the woods and shoot something.
That's the trick. I never had friends that were committed enough to do it. They all talked, but when it came time to doing it, they're like, "Eh." It's like, well,
Yeah, like when we got
yeah,
older, like when everybody started, driving their own cars and having their own things, like yeah, it became harder and harder and harder to, we all just kind of split off. But like in high school, like we didn't drive, so it was like hey, have your
Yeah,
mom drop you off over here, and this was like pre-internet and pre-computers and shit. Really,
yeah.
like, so we had all the free time in the world. Like, we didn't have cell phones and stuff to entertain us like kids do now. But back then, that was our weekends. Get together Friday nights.
That's
I
cool.
stay the night at your house, you stay the night at my house, and then we wake up the next morning and go film all day. And then at night, I sleep over, you sleep over, and then do it again Sunday, then go home.
Now he had to rent this camera from the school, right? He didn't have his own camera, right?
Um,
And
I don't
the
know.
sticks and the camera.
I feel like he had that camera, but I'm not sure. Where are you at right now?
He's talking from this big house about the American
Okay.
Dream.
Okay, so I'm right. I'm trying to catch up with you here.
Yeah, my file is a little bit off of yours, so they don't quite line up.
Yeah, gotcha. So now I'm looking at Hooters.
Yeah, okay. So you're a few seconds ahead of me.
I'm a half and half guy. And yeah, the Return of the Living Dead 2 shirt was always kind of an interesting choice because
Mhm.
it doesn't seem like, I'm sure he got it, free, or somebody gave it to him or something somewhere. He's got a philosophy. Say that.
Yeah, he's thought about it.
Higher levels.
There's the girlfriend.
I always felt she looked like way too old for
I
him.
think she is, but he was just happy to have companionship because he was divorced, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he was ever married to begin with, or maybe he
The
was. I know he has like the 3 kids or whatnot, and his daughter Dawn is she's pretty in the cinema world now. Like, she hosts
mm,
and film festivals and stuff. Like,
really.
she's I can't remember the filmmaker's name, but she's friends with one of some filmmaker that won the Palme d'Or one year at Cannes. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, she's kind of steeped. She kind of got the bug growing up in that. Which, how could you not? I mean, the scene coming up here where they're talking about what's the last movie your dad took you to see in the
Yeah,
apocalypse now. It's like these
yeah.
kids, like, sounds like me. Ask everybody what's the last movie we watched. Apocalypse Now.
Well, like I said, I saw The Shining at the drive-in when I was a kid, and I saw The Omen in the theater when I was a kid. It's like
Yeah,
my parents took me some wild shit.
I don't know what the other kids are up to, but I know Dawn was the one that because I think she actually puts on and hosts film festivals and stuff around the country, and she's pretty steeped in it. Yeah, that's right, Holy Perry. He because he edits the film at the University of
Yeah,
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I think, or Wisconsin,
which is
Milwaukee.
which is where that guy who made the movie, made this documentary, was also editing.
That's right. Yeah, because
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, they had to use because we were talking about the it's all right.
yeah.
They never got that. Mark
Hmm.
never got that, so they had to use the audio that the documentary had for
Yeah,
the
from that.
for Coven. Yeah.
Much plans.
I feel like Bill's drunk in this scene. He's been hitting the peppermint
Probably.
schnapps here too. How come every time I give you something, man, it ends up under the shoes or something? I like Mark's America shirt, the band. Isn't that a tour shirt for the band America, I think?
Oh yeah,
It looks like it's signed by the band or
yeah,
something
it
like
is
that.
signed. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a random fashion choice there. Red or white?
Now you're thinking.
Yay.
Mm, mm.
That's Dawn there.
This guy's great. Look at Ken doing his working his angle.
Oh yeah. Ken's trying to get some of that ass.
Look at him. Look at him pose. That's great. He's posing for the measure. Yeah, he always got pulled into Coven.
But hey, I mean, like these people stick around, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
which I guess like a community like this, because where this is at, this isn't even Milwaukee. This is Menominee
it's
Falls.
right near. Yeah, right near Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's a small community. I mean, I'm sure it's close to Milwaukee, so it's not too small. But I mean, it's a close knit group of you know local guys that want to make films, I guess.
Yeah, if they want to get some experience, even if it's not what they were sold, what else are they going to do, right? So
Yeah, I mean, who else is making movies around there other than Mark?
I mean, the Red Letter Media guys have been doing small films around the Milwaukee area for several decades, but not too many people making movies right there. This guy. Oh man, the cupboard.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually let him like put his head through the damn, even if it is,
They have to know that this guy, is flying by the seat of his pants. Man, man, man.
man. Bill's just chilling. He's
Yeah.
looking like a real producer.
That's where you see this chicken, right?
Yeah. No, no,
You see-
that's
Is that
Thanksgiving.
later?
It's when he's
Oh.
drunk at the end of Thanksgiving and he's gnawing on the giant turkey
I remember
leg.
he took a break at one point just to swig the beer. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he clearly wants to be an actor as well. So
Yeah.
this is the problem. You put Ken in charge of this.
And you can tell it looks like there's just a little bit of this. It's like
Yeah.
it's not that. Yeah. It's like they just took a knife to it and just
He just says it's not gonna do any permanent damage. It's too
it's gonna be
funny.
like take some shit.
Should give the guy a wig or something with some padding under it.
Well, you can see he's kind of blocking it with his arm a little bit there, but
He's like
still,
passed out.
you can see how bloody his knuckles there. Like
Yeah,
apparently, like they cut out, like he just punched the living shit out of that door.
sure. Which is great for continuity, of course, right? So
Yeah.
the pre-scored door. Yeah, because when it broke, the he could have stabbed him with all the little wooden bullets.
Yeah.
So dangerous.
Hey, indie filmmaking.
There's no stuntman on the, and he doesn't have any friends who want to be stuntmen or study anything.
Yeah, you'd think like you'd find one of those idiots would do it. But hey, well, you know what? He was dedicated.
Oh, there you go, Coven.
It's Kevin.
I like the kick is Coven.
They're here as
Fine. I
decent
like
human
it finally.
beings, finally.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him in the military, like in the army, going through
No.
boot camp and all that, getting screamed at, and
Serial killers. So
yeah.
nice. So nice, brother. By the way, there's a
But
really funny line.
that's like a common thought though, a common thing that people think like when you make horror movies when you're younger. Like I used to get that all the time, like when I'd bring my movies to school or something like that. There'd be certain
Yeah,
teachers that wouldn't want to be near me. Like there were literal teachers that would avoid me, and like if I ended up in their class, like they would request that I was moved to another class just because I made these horror
sure. Yeah,
movies, you know, and they're just
yeah.
like, oh, this kid's obviously mentally ill. Principals, like, but then I had those teachers that got it and they were super cool and they knew me and they knew that I was, I just like making movies and I like horror movies. But like if you
Speaking of
don't get
Coven,
it, like you can freak you out.
oh for sure. Speaking of Coven, there's a great line in there. He goes to the doctor and he goes, "You might want to rethink your personal ideology somewhat." That's an actual line in Coven.
Apocalypse Now.
No, he's doing all the horror, the horror. Did you hear the fundraising to finish this film? Uh, where this production company, partly owned by Michael Stipe, REM.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do seem to
So
remember
guy
something about
Jim
that. I think
McKay, I
he's
can't remember what he did, but there's a guy Michael Stipe, obviously everyone knows him. The production company when the
because
movie starts, that uh, C100 or whatever that's their
yeah, yeah.
production company. Yeah.
Well, in the credits, he's listed. Michael Stipe's listed as an executive producer, I believe.
Oh, he is. I don't remember that. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
so. Uh, I think at one point his brother says he joined the army to try to straighten his life out and get his life on track, and it didn't quite work for him. So I don't know how he did in the army. I don't know if he was like honorably discharged or dishonorably discharged or how that went. I haven't really. He's never really talked about that a whole lot. Like I said, I've listened to hours and hours and hours, like probably at least 100 hours of that radio show, which a lot of it is just him talking, and he
Oh yeah,
never mentions being in the army or anything at any point. So
yeah. Some of those are quite long. I caught a piece of a couple of them. There you go. Nice anti-drug message there for a guy who's fried on drugs.
it's true.
He found out the hard way.
What's up, Matt? Drone of the Dead says, "Hey,
Yeah,
fellas,
Matt.
popping in for a minute to say hello, just in case I don't hear from you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, my man. Hope you and the family have a good one, and I'm sure we'll we'll speak soon." Scratch off problems.
So you ever see the movie Hollywood Shuffle? The Robert Townsend, this is his first real movie. Worked with Eddie Murphy doing Raw and some other stuff like that.
Mm-mm.
Um, Black comedian, actor, filmmaker, and he made Hollywood Shuffle on credit cards.
Oh,
Entire
really?
movie was made on credit cards. I think it
Well,
cost
that's
him
what.
like 20 grand or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Kevin Smith did for Clerks.
Yeah, but this is way before Kevin Smith. This is like 86, 80.
Now, maybe where Kevin Smith got the idea from,
Probably, yeah. It was
honestly,
all written about in the newspaper and stuff. Yeah. So.
because I know Kevin was watching or reading a lot of like The Village Voice and stuff around that time, so he may have
Yeah.
saw and
It's
got
a
that
pretty
idea.
professional movie for 20 grand. It's funny as hell too. It's got some great comedians in it. You know, the Wayans brothers were early actors in there, and some other comedians.
86, you said?
85, 86, something like that. Hollywood Shuffle. It's very funny.
Well, I don't know if you heard or not, but they just finished filming Midnight 3, so
Oh, no way.
they wrapped that in a day.
Well, I mean,
Shot in a day.
I believe it. When you see Midnight 2, how it's on
And you
video camera
and you wonder how
no,
that wasn't shot in a day?
yeah, no motivated camera source or light source or any of that kind of stuff. Anything could happen.
Which I was talking to Larry about that, and he said that Roger Corman shot a lot of his stuff in, a
Oh yeah,
day, 1 day, two
Roger
days,
Corman,
something like
everything
that
goes in
back in
one
the day.
take. So that was
Yeah, I mean,
just
I guess you could do that if you just go one take at a time and just say, "Hey, that's the take. Move
yep.
on."
It's like Ed Wood.
Yeah, exactly. Holy Parish of Doom saying is about 17K, 17,000.
What was that?
Does that sound right? For I guess you're talking about the Hollywood Shuffle. That's what
Yeah,
they
it could
filmed
be
it for.
less. I thought it was around 20 because he had so many cards. He totally maxed them out.
What's up, Dirk? Subjective Perspective
Hey,
Collective.
Dirk.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Says, what's happening? Y'all finally able to slow down? Been busier than a cat covering shit. I
Mm,
get it, man. No worries. Me too. Me too.
yeah.
I'm a month away from adding another child to the mix, so
Oh, that's
it's gonna
right.
it's about to get more chaotic. So,
You're gonna have more bills like Mark has there.
oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm just it's just come on, like I'll die one day. It'll be fine. But good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I would love to hear, like, I think him and his daughter Dawn, like I said, are still pretty close, but I wonder what his other kids, how they feel
Yeah.
about him now that they're grown, and because he has what, four, I guess, because there were four sitting there.
4, yeah.
So here's the Thanksgiving scene. My first goddamn turkey. It is
How old was he
interesting.
here? Do you remember how old Bill was?
Oh, well, I know. Like I said, I know he died pretty close to after this was done filming, but I think he
Yeah, it's in
was.
the credits about him dying. Yeah.
Uh, I don't think they specifically say. But it's kind of funny. You kind of see Bill in this, and you think he's kind of out of it, but then
Yeah.
he's still like writing and kind of has some interesting poetry and stuff. It's like you can kind of see a little bit of where Mark probably got his artistic temperament
But
from.
ready, better get interrupted here. I'm at the relocate rooms here real quick.
Oh,
There'll be a
you're
bunch
good,
of
man.
noise in here. Yeah. I knew it was going to happen.
Turkey Day. I guess this is a big reason why this is like a Thanksgiving go to for me.
Yeah.
Just this scene, I don't know. It's very reminiscent of Thanksgivings for me growing up.
Turn this damn light on. Look like fucking Halloween in here.
You're gonna be like
Schnapps.
Paul and just watch it in the complete darkness.
Yeah. Well, I did that on Dirk's channel from my car. We
Yeah,
were
I
talking
remember
about
that
the Fulci movies.
because you were just weren't you leaving like
Just finished a Buchla and Friends event in Echo Park. That's
okay.
next
Yeah,
to
I knew
LA.
you were just doing something. There
Real
you go.
bad part of town, actually.
Uncle Bill's got the peppermint schnapps and Sprite and two globs of it too. It's got a good taste.
Good taste. Rot your teeth out.
Oh, Holy Parish was talking about Mark's debt, about 17,000.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds about right. Uh, Dirk says, "Congratulations, happy Turkey Day to you. Turkey Day to y'all. As we'll eat good, sleep good. Hell yeah, I plan on it.
Thanks,
You
Dirk.
got you
You
got
too.
you got Thanksgiving plans tomorrow?
Minimal.
Yeah, we're just going to my family's tomorrow. And probably leaving the kid there, and probably come home and watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll always get teared up at the end of that.
oh yeah,
It's very touching. Like a big baby.
great twist too. If you've never seen the
Yeah, for sure.
if you watch it for the first time, yeah,
Shower curtain ring salesman.
yeah.
Schnapps.
It's peppermint schnapps. Chef Kenny Keene.
Yeah, he's a chef now. Apparently, he does barbecue stuff with Mark's brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've catered some of the events he's had, and Kenny and the Hooter
Hmm.
shirt guy were doing cooking.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was on one of his shows.
This is great here. Mike's. Well, I
Oh,
just
with
won
his lottery
$50,
ticket. Yeah,
and I don't want those guys to know about it.
he's so giggly.
What do you know that we don't?
Although it's kind of sad lately. Lately, $50 extra is kind of nice for me too. It's kind of sad to say it, but
Shit, it's nice for me too.
yeah.
Anything is a fucking help these days.
Poor Bill, it looks miserable.
Poor guy, chest all hanging out.
Yeah,
I need a knife. That's a quote I use a lot. I need a knife.
that is some chewy turkey. Look at him chew on that thing.
It's like turkey jerky.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Grant? Says, man, I randomly rented this movie in like '08 at Blockbuster. You picked a good one, man. Good choice. What'd you think of it? Were you a fan? Because if you weren't, I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
Uh, I guess it's kind of a litmus test, right?
A little bit, a little bit. Dirk says, damn sure ain't watching Blood Rage. Well, that was one that Michelle was talking about back when she had the Canadian Thanksgiving. She was watching Blood Rage. I was like, I've never seen that. I've never actually. Have you seen Blood Rage before?
I have not. Doesn't sound familiar.
I guess it's like, because she was explaining, she was like, it's a Thanksgiving slasher type of
Oh,
film
here's
from
eating
the
this turkey.
80s.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't know. Dirk is apparently not a fan, but Dirk's not a fan of Dawn of the Dead, so I don't know. It's hit or
uh,
miss. It's hit or miss with Dirk.
have you ever seen Thanksgiving
Mm-mm.
with the talking turkey character going and killing everybody?
No, I missed
You
that
gotta
one.
check that out. It's really schlocky, bad, funny stuff. The character named Turkey, Turkie, is a talking turkey going around killing people, and he
Is that
comes
a
back.
trauma?
It's like a trauma type thing, but it's extremely silly and on the nose. It's like a Indian burial ground thing. It's like his spirit gets released, and then suddenly talks
Did
like a.
isn't there a trauma Thanksgiving horror film?
I think so.
It sounds.
And of course, Eli Roth has his Thanksgiving movie. So
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm just not a fan of Eli Roth, so
I'm not
I
either. I watched
don't
it
know.
anyway, and it was probably one of his better movies, but still has a lot of issues.
I love the trailer, that original trailer from the
Yeah,
Grindhouse
for
movie.
sure. But
That
yeah, check
trailer
out
was awesome because they
Thanksgiving. It's
used the John Harrison music in it. I remember hearing
oh,
that in the theater, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Creep
that's
Show."
funny. But check out Thanksgiving if you haven't seen it. It's a good laugh. I think it's free on YouTube. So
What year did that come out?
probably 15 years ago, at least.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
fairly recent.
it's very cheap, very silly, but there's TNA and it's violent and there's blood and stuff. So it's a wisecracking turkey talking shit. He's constantly swearing and you know.
Mike going through what he's thankful for. All the fine foods that I've been eating around Thanksgiving time.
Okay, whispers. Hmm. Yeah, he really needed Mike. He was like a rock for him.
Yeah. I don't guess I heard. What about Blood Rage? Cause I know who you're talking about, the chick you're talking about, Dirk, and I know about the rift and all that. But what about Blood Rage? Caused that? I didn't hear about that. I didn't know what the hell caused
Sorry,
that
Chip.
rift. You know who he's talking about? You know,
I missed that stream probably.
Evil Dead chick. She used to do a lot of
No,
stuff with Dead Pit back in the day.
she was a
And then
guest
she
on the
had,
show.
yeah, she was like friends with the Dead Pit guys, and she'd pop
Hmm.
up. And I was on like a round table with her one time, and she's nice, but she has a channel. It's Evil Dead chick. Um,
Hmm.
she's a big Evil Dead fan and big horror fan. She's nice. She's cool and all, but I guess she did something to piss. I think it was with the whole J Real thing, wasn't it, Dirk? That kind of started that whole riff there. But I didn't hear
Hmm.
anything about Blood Rage. Um, okay, Holy Pair saying
Yeah, I have not.
2008, 2009. So yeah, it's about 15 years ago or so for Thanksgiving. trying to think of what the trauma
Yeah, it's.
Thanksgiving horror was.
I know kind of what you're talking about, but I can't remember it. I've seen most of Troma stuff, but
I think it was one of their more newer or more recent
probably.
titles. I love this scene where his mom's trying to film and she's trying to figure out what she's like. Oh, there's
Yeah,
a little screen in there.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
come
so
on,
funny.
ma. Oh, it's
Desperate
so
times call for desperate
uncomfortable.
measures, right?
Yeah.
And she's just not into it. She's like, "All right, okay, Mark." Great collaboration.
Oh, now I see there's a frame
Yeah,
in there.
that's so great.
Oh, for God's sakes,
This is
ma.
the kind of stuff you just can't write. It has to happen organically.
But I mean, like I said, people saw it and thought it was just a mock because I mean, it
Well,
does
it's like
seem
Spinal
like a
Tap.
scene
Spinal
that
Tap
would have
was
been
so
written.
well
Yeah.
done, and if you didn't know the actors, because some are very obscure, people bought it at first. Some people didn't know Lenny and Squiggy
Oh yeah.
and the Christopher Guest and all that stuff, so they thought it was a real thing.
Which I just saw the other day. I was watching Death Wish, the original Death Wish. I had
Oh,
no
Jeff
idea.
Goldblum.
Yeah, and Christopher
He wants to
Guest.
paint her ass. Yeah, wants to
Christopher
paint her
Guest was in
ass.
Death Wish too. I had no idea about that. I'm a big Christopher Guest fan too.
Oh,
I
he's
love all
great. Yeah,
his
I didn't
mockumentaries
know
and
he's in
stuff.
Death Wish 2. Is he a bad guy?
Um, I don't remember. He's in the credits at the beginning. I remember
Oh,
seeing
okay,
the credits,
I'll have to
but
check it out.
it's probably so long ago. He's hard to spot. I didn't see him, but I did see
Yeah,
him in the credits. I was like, oh, so I'm thinking it's the same Christopher Guest. I don't know how many Christopher Guests are out there, but
and it's New York, so it makes sense.
yeah.
Uh-oh, got some drama.
You're saying that was the movie we covered when the shit happened. Is that still up? I might have to go check that out. I have to go see what happened because, like I said, I never really knew what happened with that. But see, Thanksgiving horror film tearing people apart. You hate to see it.
Well,
Thanks.
sometimes it's just metaphorically, right? There's a lot of family stuff. Like my family Thanksgiving stuff is okay, but after my mom died, it's never the same. She was the glue for the family.
Mm,
So my dad's wife is just a horrible piece of garbage. So um, it's never fun.
yeah, I see that. Like my dad's side of the family, we used to have Thanksgiving over there every year, and ever since my grandparents died, I rarely ever see that side of the family anymore.
Yeah. So melancholy doing his last shot.
There is something depressing about all the stuff you shot leading, and then the last thing you shoot, you're sitting there by yourself in your car shooting it. It's like here I am alone again, type of
Well,
thing.
plus the mountain of work in front of him, that's the most depressing, right? He has so much
Yeah.
stuff to do.
Mom taking one picture and then walking
Oh, I
off.
got my thumb in the photo. Let me take it again.
Okay, that's enough. Goodbye.
Yeah. She's being diplomatic there. That's nice. She's not talking shit about his output. Just saying he doesn't have the money.
Yeah. Well, she's also. I mean, like I also get like his parents are from a different mindset, different generation, different thought. Like they play, it's
What does think about Ingmar Bergman's parents? What were they thinking? Oh, he said these
exactly.
terrible things with it. He's not very, no money, not talented.
No money, no talent.
He's
Bad
he's talking
combination.
about death all the time. All this death, death, death.
Who wants to see that?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
I love. He's my favorite. Next to next to Mike, he's awesome. He's like, what the fuck's going?
Everybody's just sitting around waiting. Now, ADR doesn't stand for additional dialogue recording, actually, does it?
It's
It's act
automatic dialogue replacement or additional dialogue
right.
recording, depending on who you talk to.
Okay. Because I've
But
heard it both ways, so I was like, I just
if
thought
you
maybe
look
Mark
at
made that up.
an actual industry glossary somewhere, a proper produced industry glossary, it usually says uh, a, I'm pretty sure it says automatic dialogue replacement,
Mm.
but it's not really automatic. It's totally
Yeah.
manual. So,
See, additional dialogue recording makes more sense to me.
yeah, yeah,
So so growing up and knowing nothing about like wanting to learn, that's what it always was to me, just from watching this movie was additional dialogue recording.
yeah. I forgot. It's been a long time. I had one of those books, one of those official books somewhere. I haven't looked at it for probably 30 years. So,
And as a Green Bay Packers fan, that's another thing that always attracted me to this movie too, because they were shooting this simultaneously to the year that the Packers won the Super Bowl, and it was the first time they'd won the Super Bowl in
yeah.
like 3 decades. And that Super Bowl is what made me a Packers fan. So when I watched this and I was kind of reliving their whole run to the Super Bowl at the same
Oh, that's cool.
time, and it's funny because Mark now, like when you hear him talk, like I don't watch TV, man. Like TV's
Yeah,
poison for the brain. Like he doesn't watch TV, doesn't drink,
yeah.
but he's still a diehard Packers fan.
Yeah, I
Like
gotta
I
watch it
never,
somewhere.
but again, it's funny how he interprets football like
Yeah.
on the like on his radio show. He's like it's such a blessing to be able to watch these men achieve their goals and stuff in this game, and you're just like, man, he just has a different way of looking at shit that
Yeah.
I appreciate.
By the way, that scene there with Mike playing the thing blindfolded, he was saying that Bach fugue piece he could play 2/3 of it blindfolded, and
Hmm.
he was trying to work on the last third of it. I don't think he ever got there, but
Yeah, like I said, he had recorded like 2 or 3 different albums
yeah, I
over the
never heard those.
years.
I have to go look for those.
I think they're on YouTube. I think I remember listening to them on YouTube, which I remember back in the day. Did you ever go to the American movie website, the Americanmovie.com
I
back in the
never
day?
did. Yeah, I never did.
Well, there was a one of the links on the actual website was call Mike Shank, and it
Oh,
just had Mike Shank's home phone number, and you could just call Mike Shank, and he would either answer or you could leave him a message.
some
I've
filmmaker
called
thing I saw said he called him. Yeah,
Yeah, I called it like a couple of times. He never answered, but I did leave him a message. But it's so funny. Like back in the day, you could just put up your phone number and just say, call
yeah.
and leave a message. Or so, I've heard that, he would sometimes answer and talk to you.
It was just obscure enough he wasn't being harassed, right? So
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I remember that. And that was right around the same time that he had his first CD out called Songs That I Know.
yeah. Wow,
And it was songs that he knew.
that's
Um,
appropriate.
and I'd love to find one of those on eBay or something sometime, but I always look and you can never
Sure.
find
Yeah.
them anywhere. Because basically, I mean, it is the soundtrack to this movie, pretty much.
All right, time to relocate. I'll be going downstairs now.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, Dirk. Those are the good old days, man. The rolls, especially at my mama's Thanksgiving back in the day. Something about those rolls. She would butter the fuck out of those rolls, and she would cook them just right. And we would tear through those rolls when we were kids. I don't know. I guess maybe everything when you're a kid always seems better.
Well,
Outside playing
a lot of
football with
things
your
do, not everything.
cousins. Yeah.
We have
But
our
we were having
salad
that
days.
we were having that conversation the other night when I had Evan on from the Orion Trips channel, and we were just talking because he's 20 years old, and I was blown away because he has really thoughtful, really insightful videos and video essays and movie reviews on his channel and of like Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, stuff like that, Day of the Dead. And I was blown away that he was 20. And I was like, dude, trust me, like time is relative. It's like it'll get faster and faster as you go
Yeah,
because when you're 8, a year is an eighth of your life. That's a pretty big chunk, so it feels like it takes forever. But when you're 38 or 48, it becomes a smaller and smaller portion of your overall lifespan, so it seems like it goes by faster. So I was like the old man, like talking to the kid, just like, hey, enjoy it while you can, man. But that was a great conversation.
for
I
sure.
had a blast with him on there.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance
Really,
to check
really
it out. I've been
smart,
too busy,
really ahead of his
but
time.
yeah,
Really,
that's good.
w- you know, uh, wise beyond his years. Going to pick up Ken Keen from the jail,
Yeah,
or now he's looking for that marsh. There's a great irony in this scene here too. Um, right here, he's trying to record audio, but it's not working because there's not one fucking bird. There's
yeah.
nothing.
Birds in every other location except for here.
And
Yeah.
then later, he's trying to film audio of something or the
The head
or
smashed in
earlier.
in the cabinet. There's birds everywhere.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you hear those birds? There's
There's
birds
fucking birds
everywhere, man."
everywhere. Yeah,
It's like the great irony is like nothing ever works out when you want it to work out. Like when you need birds, there's no birds. When you have birds, you don't need birds. It's like that's filmmaking for you.
exactly. That's why I mean, even nature documentaries where they need birds for certain things and certain sounds and stuff. It takes them 5 years sometimes to make a nature documentary.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, here's the scene that won me over with this movie the first time I saw it. One of the fucking best scenes in any movie ever. I don't care. Uncle Bill just wants to eat his dinner. I don't get a damn thing to drink, eater. It's like one of the first advertisements for Surge.
oh, the surge. Hey, they're in Wisconsin. They have good cheddar there. Give them some good cheese and crackers, man.
Yeah. Cheese and
It's a crime.
crackers, Polish sausage, and some Surge.
Vermont cheddar's better, but Wisconsin cheddar is also very good.
That's what Paul grew up on was that Wisconsin cheddar, man.
That's right. So cheesehead.
And Surge. All right, here we go. Uh,
Uh,
We need to have fluidity there, man. Oh, nuts.
It's, yeah, it's funny. It's not like film where he has to worry about running out tape, right? He's got a lot of tape. He should just leave it on and not like put the stress on him by pointing at him and stuff. Just record him saying stuff over the course of a half an hour or something like that, and he'll get a good take in there somewhere. More relaxing.
Well, if you say he gets a good take, but it was recorded too high,
Yeah,
and I think it's like take 45, man. Go, go.
he's like he's he's like Kubrick with his audio recordings.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking hilarious there too. You gotta believe in what you're saying, man. He's like, I don't believe in nothing in what you're doing. It's just like, okay.
It's funny though. Again, if as long as he gets the cadence, he can take several takes and build the phrase out of that too. It doesn't have to be one perfect take. Anyone who does audio knows that. Actually, we did a video project for a friend's class in college, and I came in late to the project. They just wanted me to help with some tech stuff, and I ended up becoming an actor in it, and just a couple little scenes. And the line I kind of winged it, and everyone laughed and ruined my take. So I had to take my audio from another take and put it over the thing. It worked fine. So
Hmm. Well, it kind of sounds because when you hear it in the actual movie, when you hear it in Coven, it sounds like it's kind of cut
it's off.
together with multiple. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little
it's off.
wonky.
Yeah, but you have to do that sometimes.
Yeah. Here's Mike's acid story.
Oh,
uh, no, Dirk, I haven't got that yet. I'm still rocking the Blu-ray with the Eyes Wide Shut 4K from Criterion. I've heard it looks great though.
you can zoom in on all those party scenes and see some extra detail.
Yeah, that's one I'm gonna need to get at some point. I think because Eyes Wide Shut. We were talking about this the other night when I was on Revival House. We
Yeah,
were talking about Kubrick, and I think Eyes Wide Shut may be my favorite Kubrick film. The more
really.
I watch it, the more over the years, because that Eyes Wide Shut's one of it's a I watch it every year around Christmas
Yeah,
time. So
sure.
it's got
Well,
that just that weird vibe that it's almost like a comfort film for me. As weird as that is to say, I don't know, but
I saw it the week it came out, and it took a while to grow on me. I did enjoy parts of it, but uh, I love all the conspiracy stuff that came out of it, all the wacky ideas people
oh
have
yeah.
about it and stuff. That's funny.
Well, we were
But
talking about that with Kubrick in general too. It's just like Kubrick was such a mysterious filmmaker for so many people, especially since
yeah,
he died like right after making it.
sure.
But there's so many conspiracy theories about his films of grown over the years, with especially that one and The Shining and
I have to say that my favorite thing about watching that in the theater is we were in Tahoe at my girlfriend's parents' place, their little holiday place they had over in the Lake Tahoe, and I said, "Hey, new Kubrick movie. You guys like Kubrick? Let's go check it out." Because I'm a film nerd, so I want to see the latest Kubrick. Oh, okay, whatever. So we all went. I said, "Well, you guys may not like it, but I definitely want to go. I'll go with her." No, no, we'll go with you. I said, "All right. I have no idea what to expect, but here we go." And man, her mom was so pissed because of the sexual content and the prurient nature of the entire piece. And I was just laughing to myself the entire time. Oh, she's gonna hate this. And she got mad at me after the end of it. I'm like, hey, it's Kubrick. What do you want me to do? I didn't make it. You know, I warned
why
you
would you
guys.
get
Don't
mad at
come if you
you?
want. Well, she's just I that's why I love it because I pissed her off by going to that movie. She was a pain in the ass.
Well, that's the thing with Eyes Wide Shut when it came out. Like it was pretty much universally panned by everybody.
Yeah.
Like nobody got it. And
I didn't like it right away either. I like elements of it, but it took a while to grow on me.
that was like
It's
when I first discovered Kubrick and was like searching all like seeking out all of his films. And because I the one that the first Kubrick film that I watched that like I just became obsessed with was A Clockwork Orange. Like when I first saw that when I was a
mm,
teenager, I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like I got to find more Kubrick. And so that's when I first watched The Shining and then watched,
yeah.
2001. Full Metal Jacket was actually probably before Clockwork Orange, actually, because Full Metal Jacket was one of those movies that like my dad used to watch all the time back then.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Like it was like that
I remember
generation.
seeing that in the theater. That was a good one.
Um, so Eyes Wide Shut. Everybody always used to shit on that movie, so it was like one that I waited. I was like, I didn't watch it for the longest time because I had such low
Yeah,
expectations, and then I watched it and I was just like, I don't know, just I didn't understand it or what the hell the whole point was as a teenager or like what was going
yeah,
on, but there was something so mesmerizing about it to me that like I said, now when I watch it, it's like it's a weird comfort film almost. Just the
yeah. It's
texture
dreamlike,
of
and the
it.
soundtrack's good, and yeah,
Yeah, it's got a there's a warmth to it almost because it takes place during the Christmas season. You got the Christmas
yeah.
lights and stuff everywhere, but there's and the way that everybody in that movie speaks to each other very slowly. It's
But
like
there's
when
some
Tom
pretty
Cruise.
creepy stuff happening in the
Yeah,
movie too. So,
yeah. I mean, there's
with the
definitely
Japanese businessman and the daughter, and the it's just
yeah. There's
yeah,
some weird shit going on in that movie for
yeah,
sure, but there's just something like I said, mesmerizing about the way that the characters would interact with each other, where they would
yeah,
all talk like this, dun, dun. And it was just like
yeah.
it was so slow, but it kept it. I don't know. It was like I was hanging on every word.
I love how he
Um,
just could not give up the thought of her with that military guy.
well, yeah. I
It's
mean,
just in his head the entire time, and meanwhile he's like, tempted potentially here and there and stuff like that.
but that
You
like
know.
gave him the out to it gave him it almost gave him the hall pass to be like, oh well, if
Yeah,
she's doing that, then I can go do whatever the hell I want to do.
sure.
And
But
I've
hers
had
was just
that
talk.
before, Yeah, but even that is
Yeah,
enough to like
yeah,
set you like imagine you're married to somebody and they come clean with that where they're really were
yeah.
fantasizing about another guy and we're this close to like giving up everything just to be with them. Like that'll fuck your head up, if you're in a
And
especially if you're in a marriage that you think is everything's going well.
well, it's even worse. Imagine your partner's in Scientology.
Yeah,
So
yeah, some secrets, only certain people should know. But yeah, we talked completely over. But the scene there with where the Packers win the Super Bowl and Mark's drunk and going on the tirade about like you motherfucking factory workers, you can go to
yeah,
fucking hell.
that was pretty funny. And meanwhile, his brother earlier said he should be a factory worker.
Yeah. Well, it's like Mark is fighting because, dude, that's where I'm from, man. Like,
Yeah,
where when I grew up, like the town that I grew up in, you either grew up to either you better work in a factory or move. Like those are your
yeah,
options, unless you're going to if you're one of the few that get to go to college somewhere or whatever. Other than that, you're either
yeah.
going to jail, you're going to work at fucking T-Rad or one of those fucking shitty
Sure,
factory jobs. And I was Mark, man. I was Mark Borchardt. I was like, I would rather fucking live in the streets than ever work one of those fucking pointless,
for
you
sure.
know, factory job type thing. I was just, you know, so I got that, but it is kind of
Yeah,
sad,
yeah.
you know, that whole scene there's a sadness to it, but it's also kind of funny because you see Mike sitting there kind of giggling through the whole thing because he's heard this spiel 100
Oh, sure.
times.
Yeah.
And the poor mom is just sitting there like, oh, I'm very happy
Oh,
the
here's in
Packers
this.
won.
Here's the photo shoot for Coven's or Coven's title thing. Little outfit. There it is. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
like the way he arched his eyebrow there, man. I'm cold as hell.
the guy lives in Wisconsin. Should be used to the cold. They look so happy. Look at them.
Well,
Happy
it's
couple.
Billy Crystal. I mean, yeah, yeah, Derek, definitely. And see, like that's where the whole conspiracy thing comes from with Eyes Wide Shut. Is was he shining a light on something that they were trying to keep secret? Which you look at what's going on now, and it's like it's easy to kind of connect those dots now. When you hear about all the Epstein shit and Cosby and I don't know why I included Cosby in that, but there's like a weird underbelly of a culture there. It seems like for certain types, or it seems like I don't know if it actually is, but
Well, it's all those elite parties that they have, and they
yeah.
talk about those forever. And
Which,
it's,
if that's the case, then Brian Usna should be was way ahead of him
oh,
with Society
society's amazing. Yeah,
before that.
society's great.
Nice day if it doesn't rain. But yeah, man, like where I'm from, like so many of my friends and people that I grew up with either ended up getting addicted to meth or
Oh, sure.
pills or alcoholics. Like I've had so many friends die, like my age, from
Yeah,
drugs, alcohol. So you either end up doing that or you end up
yeah,
just working at a factory or so like when you're in that environment growing up and you want to be something more, you want to strive for something bigger, like
yeah.
you're a total outcast. So that's a big reason why I always identified with Mark.
I just love this footage he has from this Northwestern stuff. It's just like documentary footage. These guys getting drunk and just
Yeah.
go out doing the normal routine from place to place.
Hey, write what you know. That's what they say, right?
That's why it's a shame he never finished it. Even if it was just kind of cobbled together, he should have, you know.
Yeah, because I've always wondered what that finished product would have been. What that movie would have been. That's funny. I had no idea that Kenny Keene and Mark's brother were working together now.
Yeah, they're talking about the same show where he basically Mark went off the phone interview for a while on this podcast, and like
Oh,
Kenny takes over for like 25 minutes, and like they're finally like, is Mark still there? Oh, he's reading a book right now. I'm like, he's in the middle of an interview. And they put some other dude on who's one of their buddies to talk about movies as well. And they're trying to talk about Hatchet and some other movies that are just coming out. And the guys didn't even know it was coming out. They had nothing to talk about other than
mm-hmm.
stuff with Mark. So they're trying to get Mark to come back on the phone, and finally he went off, did his usual spiel. But he took the time in the middle of an interview to go read a book. Hey, talk to my friends for a while.
That sounds like a Mark move, man.
I've never had an interview like that. It was really funny.
So this is where they're picking up Kenny from the jail.
Kenny, Kenny, Kenny.
And it is, I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, say what you want about Mark or the quality of his film or whatnot, but this is all pretty much self-taught stuff. I mean, the way that he's editing and working with the editing equipment and stuff here, like as far as I know, he never went to school or anything for any of this.
Kenny said he took one class. Kenny himself took one class at film production or something like that. And then Mark may have taken one or two
Hmm.
because you have to be a student to use that facilities.
Oh,
So they must have taken a couple classes.
well, I mean, You got to know your shit to be able to explain to Mike Shank what
Yeah,
X numbers. Like
because
he doesn't know what's
can you
going on, but
centrifugally focus in on that and make sure you get that shot?
yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I guess I don't know. No.
Yeah, this film definitely took a village. Look at all the helpers he had. It's crazy. This reminds me, there's a great video on YouTube. Peter Gabriel, back when he was recording on a Fairlight sampler, the sound effects for the Security album.
Mm.
And he's in a junkyard doing this exact same thing, breaking windows with pipes and laughing like a school kid. And some of those sound effects ended up in the album, if you know the album. So the same album where Shock the Monkey came from.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with
So they even
that album.
curated their own sounds. It was really cool. I love he says cathartic because you know what it means? I think it means this. He started explaining what it means. It's like Sal Governale always using words he doesn't know.
Yeah, yeah. Needs attraction. I need
Or
traction.
KC what do you do to your meat? You serenade the meat, right? Yeah, yeah, you serenade your meat. That's it, exactly. There you go. It's all documentary footage here.
Yeah, I mean, it works for like B-roll for the documentary. That yeah, you're right. That's pretty much what he was doing at the time.
Yeah, and still doing it when he's making this.
Yeah, Dirk, the shunting. Those Hollywood elites doing their shunting.
Is that's Screaming Mad George, right? I think he did the effects for that.
Yeah.
It's amazing shit.
Yeah, really. I think it's a really underrated effects film.
Totally. And just unexpected. You're like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? And
Yeah.
it's pre-digital effects, and it's just
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
really weird, like incestuous shit going on in that.
Yeah.
It's just some really weird fucking moments in that movie.
Is like you ever see um oh shit, what was that one? Faust. Did you ever see Faust?
Mm-mm. Is that
There's an
like from
un
the actual story,
I
Faust?
think
I
it
know the
is.
story.
I got a copy of it somewhere, just like a download because I couldn't find it to buy anywhere. And it's so rare. And there's an even rare like uncensored cut because there's a scene where this woman becomes like she's just this kind of curvy woman or whatever. And I forgot how the scene works, but she ends up being these two giant breasts and her curves of her hips, right? And she ends up turning to a giant puddle of like basically wobbly, kind of smushy, gelatinous tits. Basically, it's this big, kind of amorphous creature, and it's some crazy footage. Kind of remind me of Society a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna have to check this one out.
Yeah, I think it's called Faust.
I know the story,
I think it's
Faust,
German.
because it's like the actual, because the old,
The Faustian bargain. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the old
yeah.
tale. This is another great Mike Shank scene. Where are you going?
Do you have it?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you for him. No, that's why I'm giving them to you. Put Matthew Weissman and Mike Shank on the job. They'll get it done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, professional photocopy job there.
I haven't seen this yet. Have you seen Together yet? I think it's just came out recently.
Together now. I haven't seen any real new stuff.
I haven't either. I haven't watched a whole lot of new stuff later. Is it any good? I remember seeing the trailer for it when I went to see Eddington, I think. and thought it looked pretty interesting. It's
I've
definitely
been
like a body horror
I'll have to
type
check
of
it out.
film, but
I've been busy binge watching Tulsa King and Foundation, the Isaac
mm,
Asimov thing.
I've been watching just a lot of random stuff lately. Like the other night, I watched the Brady Bunch movie again.
Oh,
I hadn't seen that in forever.
Tulsa King's
Uh,
fun. It's if you know Taylor Sheridan, he did all the Yellowstone stuff and all the spin-offs.
is that the one with Stallone?
The Tulsa Kings was Stallone, yeah.
Okay,
He's a
yeah, yeah.
mafia guy
I've
ends
heard of
up
it. I
in
haven't seen
Tulsa.
it.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not awesome, but it's pretty good. But Taylor Sheridan's a pretty good writer. He's done some interesting stuff. He's on fire now. He's got like properties all over the place right now.
Hmm.
He must have like 6 series out there.
Somebody shat in the toilet. Somebody shat on the toilet. Dirk saying it's weirder than shit, but I dig it. Yeah, it looked pretty interesting, if nothing else. So I guess the basic concept was this couple that starts
Yeah.
to meld together into one being or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's what I picked up from just watching the trailer.
Yeah, and I heard about that. Check it out. The thing you just said about the shit in the bathroom, it reminded me. Yeah, I worked at the zoo for a long time, and the museum attached to it. Sometimes I worked the front desk, and occasionally the bathrooms get messed up. And I'd say, "Oh, gotta get the janitors to come do this." And they said, "Well, why don't you clean up?" I said, "I'll clean up the animal shit out there. I'm not touching human shit. I'm sorry."
Yeah,
I
there's a
draw a
line.
line.
Like,
I
yeah,
draw a
there,
line
there's
because the contagious aspect and a bunch of other stuff. You know,
yeah, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't do. Yeah, I don't do human shit. I
no.
don't even like doing animal shit, but
Mike just
somehow
did another
that
crazy
seems
laugh.
bad.
Mike and his crazy laugh there. That was a long take. There are gonna be people that's got working on his stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, 2 days before the premiere, man. You got
George is
which.
doing all that stuff by himself, you know. This part.
What the fuck is supposed to happen here?
I've seen movies that had that actually. Blank spot.
Yeah, man. Nobody would notice. Yeah, Dirk, I agree to an extent. I do see there are some original ideas out there. You put your comment up so you know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, there's original ideas, but I don't see a lot of original execution these days. A lot of movies just look and feel very much the same to me.
Well, and the old argument about the 12 original plots, right? Man versus man, man versus nature, blah 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 blah. And there's only so much you can do with those. But yeah, obviously with like science fiction and horror and supernatural stuff, you can go all over the damn place.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, there's definitely like I've seen quite a few like original ideas,
I mean, I'm watching
especially
this
when it
Foundation
comes to like
thing. It's based on
technology and
Asimov's
stuff.
books
But
that he wrote like 40 years ago or more, probably 50 years ago, whatever it is. And they're really clever, and they're way different than Dune, and way different than whatever. But they all share. If you read Heinlein, you read Herbert, and you read Asimov, they have some commonalities in there, but they're all different tangents. So they're taking some of the same ideas with robots and space
mm-hmm.
technology and stuff, and going totally different areas. So you even within those, would you consider somewhat confined realms, you can go crazy. You know.
Yeah. I guess I'm just talking more about like the technical aspects of movies now, like because they're all shot
Oh yeah,
on digital now. They all look the same.
sure,
Every horror movie has the same color scheme and the
yeah.
same, tone and the same, you don't see anything like we were talking about. Like I was telling because Evan from Orion Trips hadn't seen Last House on the Left, and I was telling
Mm,
him, it's like, you don't see
the
movies like
grungy,
that anymore.
yeah, the
That
grungy stuff.
well, even just like tone wise, like one
Yeah,
scene you'll be seeing something horrendously like graphic, and then all of a sudden it
yeah.
cuts to this comedy scene with the two goofy cops.
Oh yeah.
But there's something effective about that because it like keeps you on your toes where you're just like,
Well, yeah.
what
They
is
just
going
killed that
on?
girl in the water, and then he's like having sex in the back of the car with like wacky music.
Yeah.
It's like what the hell's going on there?
And you're just like,
Yeah,
there's there's something off-putting about that. I don't know.
it is. Yeah,
Coven premiere, which I will say, this opening credit sequence for my films that I've worked on over the years, my little indie films or whatever, short films, probably this is a very big inspiration for me. The cutting to music, which is also a
yeah.
Romero
Oh sure.
tactic. Romero would cut to the downbeats and stuff like
Yep.
that. And I've always loved the look of that, but I think the first time that I really noticed it when I was younger was watching this and seeing this credit sequence here, and I was just thinking
Yeah.
like, works perfect.
Yeah. There's something that tied you over is a real big example
Yeah,
of that.
exactly. It's funny that's the only story in Creepshow that Romero edited. It was the last thing Romero edited,
Yeah.
and that gives it away for me. You could tell that Romero edited that just from that boom, 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 that sequence. I
Although
love
when you
that
hear him talk about
thing.
the other editors who worked on that, and there was some highbrow guys in there apparently,
Oh yeah,
and they were said they were jealous when they were watching some of the edits. They're like, oh my god, look what we have to measure up to, you know?
yeah. Egger still shoots on film. Um, Guess he'll do the same for Werewolf next year. I was not a big fan of Nosferatu, but Eggers is one of those filmmakers that even if I'm like, even if there's a miss for me, like I'm still looking forward to what else he's doing because I know it's if nothing else, it's going to be interesting. Have you seen the Eggers
I I
Nosferatu?
I finally did see it, but I've seen so much since then. I'm trying to remember the details. It's kind of funny when you watch too much at once. It
See,
all
that's a
goes.
big problem for me too, man. Like when I
Yeah,
like, especially newer films, like I'll watch them and then it's just like
yeah,
gone, unless it's
uh,
something really effective. But it's
yeah.
so
It was clearly well
rare for
made
me.
because the guy is very talented,
Oh
and
yeah.
it follows the story. But I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see it. I still love the original. F.W.
Oh,
Murnau.
yeah, yeah.
You know, just
I love, Herzog's. Herzog's is one of
Herzog's good.
my
Yeah, but
favorite
it's something about the
vampire
black and
movies.
white thing that really sells it. The
Oh, yeah,
color,
yeah, and the use
yeah.
of the shadows
Just like
and
Mark says. See, Mark said
yeah.
it here. It's a beautiful black and white. Everything in this frame, this is what I've got. And when you see this, you know that's exactly what I've got. So
I know it's gonna be between my hands here.
yeah.
Riverman. What's up, Todd? Hey, man, you need to see fucking American Movie. You will love this movie, I'm
Oh, you have
telling you,
to see it.
man.
Yeah.
You gotta see it. It's my favorite documentary ever. If you haven't seen it yet, link is down in the description and pinned in the comments, and it's available. You
It's
watch it.
kind of like I would say if anyone who's a wannabe filmmaker or just likes films, it's like required viewing. Uh, just like if you're a salesperson, you got to watch Glenn Ross.
Oh my
Amazing.
god, I just watched Glenn Ross the other day for
I
like
love that
the
movie.
fifth time in the last
It's
year.
so
I
awesome.
fucking love that movie, dude.
Yeah. I used to talk to some of the sales guys at companies I worked at, and they all love that thing. I mean, it's like one of those
Yeah, dude.
unofficial training videos for
Yeah. Oh
sales.
yeah, yeah. I've worked in environments like that before, and it's so true to life. That's how it
Yeah.
is. It's so fucking good. Ed Harris and Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon should have won a fucking Oscar that year
Yeah,
for it.
it's a perfect panel of actors. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. David Mamet, man, good
Mammoth kind
shit.
of turned into a nut years later, but I mean, his earlier work was really good, like House of Games, Glengarry Glen Ross. Um,
Uh, Derek says, "I mean, Nosferatu is my favorite film, 2024, and is my favorite vampire film." Your favorite vampire film was the new Nosferatu? Wow,
mm.
that's big praise from Dirk. Yeah, I
I
wasn't a
actually
big
like,
fan of it, man. I just thought it was just, I don't know, a little. It because I'm a fan of the F.W. Murnau.
yeah,
That's probably my favorite, like old. It's not really, but like that
the
Universal
German
horror.
expressionist stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
is
that
good.
that
Yeah,
original wave of horror. And then I love Herzog's, and I think I love Herzog's version the most out of all of them, just because of what he was going for in that movie and what he was trying to say, but using the vampire character and what the torment that being immortal would be. And I just feel like a lot of that was just missed in the new one. I don't know, it just didn't hit for me, man. But I get
yeah,
it, man. It's a well made film for sure.
yeah. It's
But
visually amazing,
yeah,
but I mean, it's apples and oranges. But I would say I'd rather watch Near Dark again than watch the new Nosferatu.
that's one I need to watch again. I haven't seen Near Dark in
That was
years.
fucking great. Soundtrack, the comedy, the dark bits, and
Yeah.
there you go, 97,
Mm. Mark 50,000.
which he never finished.
So yeah, after this movie came out, I mean, it was a pretty popular success. Like I said, Mark and Mike kind of became minor celebrities. Like I said, they were doing
And
Letterman. They were doing. I know they were on the
yeah,
Tom Green show at one point.
I
Like,
said they must have done well for them to pop up all over because I kind of missed all their appearances and how well it actually did. I was always just a fan. I never really talked to many people about it because it was one of those kind of underground movies.
yeah,
But apparently, it did well enough for him to get more name recognition and stuff, which is good.
yeah. Like I said, now he just kind of. Mike unfortunately passed away. What was it? 3 or 4 years ago now.
Said 97. Like I said.
2022, maybe. I want to say
Oh no, the
22,
2022.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think. Um,
It was. I think it was June 2022, something like that.
something like that. But I know
They
that
said he
they
had
were.
he had esophageal cancer for a while. It got him. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, and Mark's last I heard's living in Milwaukee, doing his radio show, and just kind of keeping a low profile.
And those
Um,
are long shows. I mean, I heard one or two of the more recent ones, and they're going for like 3 hours sometimes. It seems like
Really, he used to do just an
two
hour.
two
For a
hours,
while
2 hours
there.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe I only heard a special one. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was
Yeah,
going off on some stuff. It's just like whoa.
that's the stuff I love, though. I love when Mark just kind of goes stream of conscious, like
Yeah,
goes off
yeah,
the rails, and you start getting into his like theories on life and shit.
yeah. It's
Um,
fun.
he's an interesting character, man, and he's like I said, I learned a lot, not just like just discovering him through here and inspiring me as a young aspiring filmmaker one day and seeing like, oh my god, like he's doing it, you know.
Yeah,
Um, but like I said, even later on, like listening to him on those radio shows and him talk about, just his philosophies on life, and he's very mellow, very zen now. He's very like, oh, um, don't worry about it. Like every day is, get the job done no matter what. There's work to do, get the job
yeah. It's funny.
done.
Expecting him to be more kind of nitpicky on certain things, the technical stuff and all that, and he goes, just kind of whatever.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
happy and doing. Yeah,
Yeah, just do what you love and live your life for every day type of stuff. And I mean, you could see from the letters and stuff
yeah.
that he wrote that I got.
What was it?
Uh,
Stay strong.
Stay strong, Mark
Stay
Porchar.
strong. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. And like I said, I've discovered so many of a lot of movies that I love just through his recommendation, just listening to those radio shows. So, um, but yeah, man, American movie, like one of those. It's probably it's yeah, it is in my top five favorite movies ever. Probably, it's up there.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those movies that I just quote know and had such an effect on my life. Um,
Also, a lot of famous movie people. When Schenk died, there was apparently a bunch of stuff on Twitter, calling out how sad they were, and most of them obviously never met him, but they're huge fans from afar,
Yeah.
and people came out of the woodwork and said, yeah, he was helping out fellow addicts, and he was helping people move, and it's like a really
Hmm.
like normal, cool, nice guy.
Yeah, like I said, last I saw of him, like he was married
Oh, really?
and
I
was
didn't know that.
yeah, he'd gotten married and like I said, he had released two or three different albums and um you could tell he'd kind of cleaned up his act and wasn't used to do a lot of partying, but I don't party anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's keeping away from the vodka.
Yeah. Vodka. He didn't seem to like the schnapps. He liked the vodka.
Yeah, he was a vodka guy, whereas Uncle Bill, me and Uncle Bill are schnapps guy. I hate vodka. I can't do vodka. I don't.
Well, it's a good neutral thing with mixing. Like gin has a really strong
Oh,
thing
gin is
going on there.
awful. Gin's
Yeah.
the worst. Gin may
Vodka's
be
kind
my
of
least.
neutral. You can just mix it with anything, and you know.
See, people say that, and I still taste it no matter what. They're always like, "Oh, let me mix you a drink," and you won't even be able to taste the vodka. And I'm just like, "No, I taste it, and it ain't good. I just can't do it." I'm more if I'm drinking hard liquor, it's either whiskey or like I said, around the holiday time, I'll have a peppermint schnapps because it's like a candy cane basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never I don't know vodka, tequila. I don't like tequila either. I can't. Not a
Yeah.
tequila guy, but
How about rum?
no, don't do rum either. I
You
don't
know,
like
like
rum.
you don't like tiki drinks with rum and other Caribbean kind of or tropical things?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Nah,
I like tiki drinks a lot. I mean,
I
they
just
are sweet stuff, but they
I don't drink a lot, but when I do, like so Jack and Coke, if I'm drinking like hard liquor and I want like a cocktail, Jack and Coke or an old fashioned or I do like scotch. I like a
yeah.
good scotch on the rocks. But yeah, outside of that, man, I just stick to beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Give me an
obviously don't
iron.
drink. Yeah, I can't get it out here. I can't even
I
get them
know
to
I'm all
ship it
out
out
now.
here.
I know I'm all out. I'm all out
Yeah.
until
No place will
either
ship it. No place carries it. It's like a dead zone out here for Iron City, anything.
yeah. I can't get Iron City, but I can get Guinness. So Guinness is usually
Like I
my
figured I could get it through
first choice.
Bevmo, right? Because they're web based and all over the place. They I don't think they can't even order it from what I could tell, which is weird.
Mm.
So, or it's probably going to cost way too much if they did. So prices
Closest
just
place you
gone.
can get. I know the closest place I can get in Iron City is Cincinnati.
Oh,
There's a world market in Cincinnati called Jungle Gyms, and they have the widest beer selection from everywhere all over the world, like
wow.
microbreweries, local stuff, and they actually carry Iron City. So if I'm ever in Cincinnati for any reason, I always stop at Jungle Gyms and grab a case of Iron City. But I
Wow.
don't have any plans of being in Cincinnati anytime soon. But that's only like a 3 hour drive for me. So maybe if I have an open Saturday, you never know. Um, I'm taking a trip to Cincinnati to grab me some Iron City.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, by the way, I mentioned earlier, here's the Coven link on YouTube if you guys want to check it out.
there you go. So there's the actual movie, Coven, not Coven.
H
Coven sounds like
HD
oven.
upres.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll, I'll
it's
I'll I'll give in and call it Coven. I would say Coven as well, but
it's
I'm with
Coven,
that
man.
I'm with that George guy. Go to Salem and talk to some witches, and you say Coven, they're gonna kill you.
But that's
So-
that's the that's the amazing thing about that movie. Like the title of that movie is Coven. It's Mark Borchardt mispronouncing Coven, and it's
exactly. Yeah.
and that's the beauty of it to me. And I'll
Well, like
it's
I was
fucking
joking with
Coven.
you, if anyone knows The Sopranos, and there's the little Carmine guy, who's the New York one of the New York bosses, and takes over when Carmine dies. And little Carmine is basically Mr. Malapropism. He's constantly saying the wrong words for certain things, trying to sound intelligent and using bigger words than he should, and always getting it wrong. So Mark's a good guy, but he's kind of in the same boat. He's a malapropism guy. So
Yeah, He's strive like he says he's striving for higher levels, man. He's trying to get these big words figured out, which
He really should be
which
in a fact
he
doing
taught me
factory
my
work, right? So
uh,
or serial killer.
he or serial, yeah, he's probably closer to that. Um, but he taught me yeah, he taught me my one of my favorite words now. And when I try to use this word as often as I possibly can now because I think it's a beautiful word. But I had never heard this word until I heard him say it on his radio show. Autumnal,
Oh,
autumnal,
yeah.
like an autumn scene
Autumn
is
time. Yeah, right.
very
Yeah.
autumnal. And I was
Oh, he says
like,
that, huh? Hmm.
yeah, he's like, oh, it's very the scenery outside is very autumnal, and I'm just like, what is that? That's a beautiful word. I love that word. I love
You
autumn, and I'm just like, all right.
are you sure he didn't say, "Do you have any semblance of how autumnal this is?"
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, right. Any inkling?
Uh, so Todd,
Uh,
you're a gin on the rocks guy. All right, all right. I'm not a gin guy. I've had too many bad experiences with gin. Back in my
well, my
back in back in my party days when I would
my
just
worst
drink anything that was
experiences,
handed to me. So,
yeah, Cuba Libre, rum and coke, right? Those are my
oh
worst
yeah,
days when I had those because they go down so easy,
dude,
and
watch you
I
mad.
got actually alcohol poisoning from them once. It was so bad. I was throwing up for 24 hours
Wow,
and painful. Not like food poisoning. It was more painful.
the worst the worst drink that I've ever had. The worst reaction to a drink I've ever had. You ever had Fireball?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, for one, I hate fucking cinnamon flavored
Oh, I
anything.
love cinnamon. So
I'm not
that's
a
why I had
cinnamon guy.
Goldschlager and Fireball. Those are
Goldschlager's not bad. I've had
yeah.
Goldschlager, but Fireball. One night we were going. This was years ago. We were going to Bowling Green to hang out with my buddy John, and
Mm.
he was on this kick of buying everybody Fireball shots. So I was like,
Mhm.
all right, I'll take it. Didn't like it, but I was like, hey, it's free. It's bought for me. I'll
Yeah.
drink it. So I'm drinking Fireball shots all night. On the way home, which had a designated driver. Nobody think anything otherwise. Um, on the way home, I get super fucking sick, and the next thing that I know, I'm laying on the side of I-65. I'm
Oh.
laying on the side of the highway, just passed out, covered in fucking vomit,
Oh my god.
and the taste of Fireball was just, like,
Oh
stuck in
yeah.
my throat and my because it's cinnamon. It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
burning
Strong.
vomit. It was stuck in my mouth for like days after that, and I was
Yeah.
just like, just nauseous for the next 2 days. It was just no. I'm not a.
I
I
could
can't do
see that would
Fireball.
be awful because you have your stomach acid, you have your bile, and then you have
Oh,
this active ingredient in cinnamon is called tranexamic acid, and it's naturally sweet and also incredibly spicy. You get that burn, which
mm.
is why they had those like cinnamon challenges where people have the spoonfuls of cinnamon,
Yeah. Okay, that
and
makes
it
total
burns
sense then.
like
Yeah.
hell. Oh man,
Yeah.
it tastes great, but it burns like hell.
No.
Um,
Never again. Never.
you don't like
Never
you don't like
touched the
cinnamon
shit again.
rolls? How about like cinnamon rolls stuff?
I like cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
I mean more like
or
cinnamon
snickerdoodles or
gum
something.
or
Yeah,
that's fine. But I'm talking like cinnamon gum or like red
the
hot, like
intense.
the hot
Yeah, the
tamales candies or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that was my movie candy of choice as a kid. Hot tamales all the time. I had
Oh,
those
really?
endlessly. Oh yeah.
I'm a milk duds guy, I must say.
I had those too, but I mean, the hot tamales are great because it's just I don't know. I just always love cinnamon. Um,
Dirk says I'm allergic to alcohol. I break out in handcuffs. Had to quit back in
uh,
2015. It's
that's
probably a good move, man. If you break out in handcuffs, that's probably
you
your
should
best
say you're
best
allergic to high tensile steel. So,
I don't know if they make an ointment for that or not, but
yeah,
I
but
think
no,
the only thing you
it's
can do is just quit.
I'm a lightweight. I don't drink like I used to at all. I mean, if I go to a tiki bar or someplace that has some pretty strong drinks, after two, I'm basically taking a nap in my car for a while. Otherwise, I'll be illegal driving. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't drink too like really the only time I drinks when I'm on here, like I'll have beer or
yeah,
peppermint schnapps or something like that. But
yeah.
like if it's during the week and if I have a Guinness, like a glass of Guinness or something at the end of the night, like that's it. Like I have one and then I'm just like I just love the taste of Guinness. Like that's just
I'm not a huge beer guy, but I did enjoy Guinness. The problem is all those fucking calories. It's like whole bread, you know.
Yeah, I think it's like
It's
150
oh,
calories
it's
a piece or
crazy, and
something
they're
like that.
expensive too. You get it on tap. It's not cheap.
Yeah, but man,
So
it's just so good, man. It's so
yeah,
it's
the creamy
thick
head
and
is actually a nice
creamy.
touch. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of nice.
I love me some Guinness.
The
Uh,
one I drink more often was probably
Todd loves the burn. Eh.
Fat Tire. You ever had Fat Tire
Yeah, I've had Fat Tire. Fat
or
Tire's pretty good.
Newcastle
Newcastle's pretty good.
yeah.
Brown ale.
or
Yeah.
Steiner Bach from Texas?
Shinerbach.
Sorry,
Shinerbach's all right.
Steiner Bach. Yeah,
Shinerbach.
yeah,
Shinerbach's pretty good. I had a
that's
buddy,
pretty good.
or my cousin was stationed in Texas, and he got hooked on Shinerbach. So they
Yeah,
sell it here. So that's all he drank when he would visit home was Shinerbach. So
yeah. A friend who grew up there used to tell me about it, and I finally tried it, and I was like, hey, "This is pretty good."
yeah, it's not a bad beer.
Yeah,
What other beers do I like? I'm just a big like I love like the stout, the real dark heavy beers like Left Hand Blackjack Stout.
you don't mind
Um,
the bitter stuff, the bitter
oh,
component?
I love it. Like that's to
Yeah,
me like that's flavor or like a good pumpkin ale around Halloween time or something. If you get
mm.
a good,
Or like
some
Richard
of them are.
Christie with his pumpkin beer.
Hey, I
I can
like
taste
my
it up my
pumpkin
anus.
beer. It tastes like pumpkin.
Yeah, right.
I love it. But yeah, I like a good pumpkin ale. Some of them are really shitty. Some of them just taste like I don't know, just like pumpkin flavored beer. They weren't actually like brewed with
Yeah,
pumpkin. I don't know. There's a difference. Some are just but
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Does the
But
place around
anyway,
you do the green beer at St. Patrick's Day?
yeah, places do. I've never had it though. I don't
Yeah,
really, it's St. Patrick's Day. I don't think I've ever celebrated a St. Patrick's Day. Like
I
it's
did as a
just
kid
it's,
because the candy was good. The See's candy and stuff had
see,
St.
I don't even
Patrick's Day
remember
candy.
celebrating St. Patrick's Day when I was a kid. Like it was just
Yeah.
like you wear green or you get pinched, so you'd wear something green to school, and that was the extent of St. Patrick's Day. I don't know.
I just always say, first of all, don't even try to pinch me because my eyes are basically a shade of green. So I'm always wearing green, and you don't have permission to pinch me. Period. So
Well, I
you
mean,
get a you pinch,
it
you get a
just depends
punch,
on
right?
who's doing the pitching.
Well, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah. But yeah,
but
so Thanksgiving tomorrow is
yeah.
yeah, so what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? What is your usual go to?
Well, it's obviously
What's your
totally
least
different than when
go
I was
to?
a kid. When I was a kid, obviously, I enjoyed the whole spread: the turkey, the stuffing, the pumpkin pie. The we didn't do the whole cranberry thing so much, or the
See,
some of
my
the extra
family
crap.
my family does the fucking cranberry, but like one person eats it, but it's just like tradition at this point. So there's just a plate of cranberry
Yeah,
sauce on every year that nobody eats.
but it's not fresh stuff. It's
Uh,
gelatinous, kind of weird
yeah,
stuff,
it's
right?
that yeah, it's that shit out of the
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
So maybe a cranberry jam, like a proper jam, would be okay.
Yeah, that'd
You
probably be
know,
edible at least.
but nobody has that. Everyone has either the gelatinous crap or like whole cranberries or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
I like
Nah.
dried cranberries. I have them all the time in like a trail mix stuff that I make. You know, I put dried cranberries and
Yeah.
almonds and
Yeah, those are pretty
stuff like
good.
that in there. But
But
yeah,
I've
my oh good.
no, go ahead, man.
I was just to finish the so yeah, obviously my mom was an amazing cook, and so turkey was just fucking awesome, right? It was never dry. She made custom
Yeah, I'm a turkey
gravy. It
guy.
was never out nothing out of a bottle, nothing out of a freezer or something like that. Everything was homemade. Pumpkin pie was homemade. I learned how to make it from her. Occasionally we've got sweet potato pie. She's from the South, her family. So we started doing that a little bit as like a duo, like sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. That was awesome. But we didn't do the sweet potato side dishes and all this crap with like the marshmallows on it,
Yeah,
and I don't
I don't
get
like
that at all.
I don't do sweet potatoes in general. So
Yeah, no, they're
I
good. Like the sweet
yeah.
potato chips are good, or the sweet potato fries, or certain ways to prepare it are pretty good. Or
Yeah,
the
I've never been a fan of sweet potato anything. I just something
yeah,
about it just doesn't set right with me. I don't know.
sweet potato pie is good though. If you go to a good proper place that makes quality pastry stuff, sweet potato pie is a classic Southern dish that you might really
Mm,
dig
no, I'll take your word
because
for it.
you just don't think about
I
potato
just don't
anything.
like the
It just
flavor. Yeah, like I'm such a fan of potatoes, like sweet potatoes. It
but
just
this is
seems like
so
it's
different.
ruining it for me.
This is the. It looks like a russet, but it's sweet. It's not the yam. You're thinking of yams. They're orange,
No, I know.
or the
I've
sweet potatoes that are also kind of orange sometimes. These are the like the kind of russety looking things that are also sweet.
I don't know, man. Any sweet potato I've ever had, like, cause my fiance makes sweet potatoes all the time. Like, she'll make sweet potato like fries or like chopped sweet potatoes or something like that, and I'm
Yeah,
just like, yeah, I'm good on that.
yeah.
I don't know. Just never been a big sweet potato guy, but
Sometimes it's
like,
the mix. Like they just got to get it just right. And I know what you mean about this. Things you don't think of as being sweet, being in a sweet setting, is
yeah,
odd, right? So like,
yeah, yeah,
but
not
there's all my stuff now is veggie stuff. So I have either tofurkey or I have some kind of veggie dish that I make on my own, or I get vegetarian Chinese food. Because the great thing about uh, the veggie Chinese places, and it's a lot of Chinese places in general, they're open on the holidays because
mm-hmm.
Jewish people need to celebrate something if they don't have a feast of some kind. So they go to like a kosher type Chinese place. And I'm also there too, getting my veggie Chinese stuff. So I love it. I get
It's like a
a lot of,
Christmas story. The only place
yeah,
open at the end of Christmas story is the
it's
Chinese
true.
restaurant.
And it's
Yeah,
great. You can get really good stuff and everything else is closed and I'm happy. I
yeah,
don't have to make something. So it's good.
yeah. I'm a huge stuffing guy. I can eat the shit out of some stuffing.
You just don't want
It,
to see how it's made.
what do you
The
mean?
Well, because the giblets they used to make the stuffing, it's the flavoring and
Yeah.
stuff. It's kind of nasty.
I don't know if they use that. Like my mom usually makes like a homemade stuffing. I don't think she uses all that in it. It's usually just like egg and some onion, celery, and
They don't
then
cook it in the bird.
no, we don't do all
Okay.
that.
Because a lot of
No.
people still do that. They actually cook
It's
it in
just
the cavity of the bird.
nah, no, it's just in like a regular dish.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, I dig that. Well, some people there's a difference between stuffing and dressing though. I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's probably more dressing than stuffing is what I'm thinking of. Stuffing is like the stove top shit that you probably do stuff into the bird, but I don't really dig on that.
It's like Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. You have to get some raspberry dressing for Tiny Tim. You ever see that?
No,
Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol? Yeah.
no, no. I
Tiny
must have.
Tim's not so sad because he's happy about the dressing. So he's.
Uh, yeah, I'm a big turkey guy. Looking forward to that. Um, I'm just looking forward to. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, but the Packers play tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. My Thanksgiving may be ruined early, so we'll
Uh-oh.
see. This sounds good, Dirk. I've never had this, but Cajun fried turkey, garlic butter infused with cayenne.
Yeah.
I've never had. I don't know if I've ever had fried turkey in
You've
general.
never had
Let
one of the
alone.
big fryers that they do that cause fires all the time?
No, I don't think I have.
And
I don't think I've
extreme
ever had a
burns,
fried
people getting
turkey.
burned all the time. It's like, when you put a wet item with hot oil, shit goes flying everywhere, right? Because they don't like each other. So,
Yeah, it's like there's tons of those videos out there, but I don't think
oh,
I've
it's
ever
crazy.
had I don't think I've ever had fried turkey. Honestly, it's always just your usual oven baked bird.
You don't have to
That's
be as
right.
dry as the one
Song of
that
the
Mike was
South.
chewing on, the dry bird.
Yeah, dark meat. I'm not a dark meat guy either. I'm
Yeah, I'm not
completely
either.
grossed out by dark meat. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. Everybody check out Dirk over at the Subjective Perspective Collective, and they stream over on the Dead Pit channel too. If you're into Euro horror, Italian giallo, like these are the guys to go to. Like Dirk is the fucking guy to listen to about that. Like I learned so much about that genre of horror from just listening to those guys talk about it. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's good
Check
fun.
them out, guys. Yeah.
I keep telling Dirk I gotta go back on there and talk about some other fun movies. So.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I gotta get them. I'm gonna convince them eventually. We need to get Lauren on a stream too. I saw he was on you guys' channel the other day. I was watching that, and I like Lauren. Like everybody's like, oh, that's your arch enemy is Lauren, and I'm just like, he doesn't like them Dawn of the Dead. It's okay. I disagree, but like
It's just
I respect his opinion. You know.
it's just that when somebody says the remake is so much better, I just lose. You lose it,
Them's
right?
fighting words.
Yeah, it's one thing to compare to Zombie, which is a totally different movie.
Yeah.
and derivative because it came out afterward, obviously, right? Um, but to say that Zack Snyder's bullshit is ever better than anyone else's stuff, give me a break.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah. Tim's fighting words,
yeah.
but with that said, no, that was a fun stream. I had fun
Oh, it's
doing
hilarious. Yeah.
that for him. Yeah, I still
It's
get
it,
people. I guess I still get people ask me about that. It's like, oh, is Lauren gonna show up and you guys
it
gonna
was
kick
actually hard to
out?
keep up with the chat because it was so animated. Like I was in there typing stuff and you're typing stuff, and it was like this.
Well,
The
at
chat was
first
just
I
flying
was,
by.
yeah, at first I was just watching and I was just like typing up a storm and I was just like, man, fuck it, let me come on, let me come on. Uh, yeah, he's a trip. He's a trip.
But
I dig him though.
Dirk had me at Cajun. Cajun spices are great. So I
Yeah, I dig.
you know
And Dirk's Louisiana, so he
yeah.
knows he knows
That's
his
my mom's side
Cajun.
of the
So
family's from Louisiana. So we go down there and get crawfish etouffee and jambalaya and
mm,
fried ranch raised catfish fried right up right in front of you. Can't get
you
any
do
fresher than that.
you do the crawfish. You ever
Well, the
had that?
problem is, so when they make stuff with crawfish, I don't know if you know the anatomy of the lobster or crayfish or whatever, but they have this digestive tract. They always call it the vein, but that's actually the digestive tract in the back, that black line.
Mm-hmm.
And you're basically looking at shit. That's
Oh yeah.
basically crustacean shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
most places don't clean that out.
Well, it gives it
So you're,
flavor.
well, I suppose, but
Dude,
I don't want to be eating shit if I don't have to from
uh,
anything.
no, I don't either.
So when I see those black lines, I go, yeah, no. When I was a kid, I was really picky about the stuff. I'm like, can we if we're shelling it and all that stuff, let's clean that out too. The 2 seconds to take it right out of there.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
my grandparents used to eat chitlins and
Oh yeah.
pig's feet and shit like that growing up. So
So pickled pig's feet.
yeah,
Oh.
it was nasty.
Well,
You always, because there was a distinct smell.
oh yeah.
You knew when they were cooking the fucking pig's feet when you'd walk into Mama and Papa's house and they had that. There was that smell in the air, and you immediately was just like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I can't do it."
That
But
movie Boomerang, the Eddie Murphy movie, where the mom cooks chitlins in the house. She goes, "You got to get that membrane out. It stinks." And the chitlins.
fucking chitlins, man.
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, I
Uh,
understand the cultural reason why they had to do it because they were not allowed to eat the better cuts.
right?
So they
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
whole culture based on making things tasty that were awful, like literally things
Yeah.
thrown out. And
Mhm.
awful, OFFAL, not just AW, awful. And um, so I totally get it. I never ate that stuff. I couldn't. But
I
you want
never
to see a
either.
trip? If Asian people love chicken feet,
I've heard of that. I've heard
and
of
they
that.
eat all that. You've seen chicken feet. It's tough and
Yeah.
chewy. It doesn't look appetizing at all. And
Yeah,
they'll
what the
eat
hell
all
is there
that,
to
and the
eat?
little bones come out. They just drop all the little ting 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 on the plates. There's a whole plate of little foot
Nah,
bones. And it's
nah.
like, yeah, no, no, no.
I'm
That's barely even any meat. It's mostly like skin, connective tissue, cartilage.
right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Ugh.
Like, what is there even to like eat off
It's
of
like the
that?
dog that chews on the pig's ear, right? It's all cartilage. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I remember. I think my grandparents used to eat souse. You ever had souse?
No, I've heard the name, but I don't remember what it is.
It's like it's like all the parts of the animal that you don't want to fucking eat, like
Yeah,
the
it's awful. It's
asshole and the
awful stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Well,
not
that's
good, but
like
it's like
a head
peppered, but
cheese.
it's yeah, it's like head cheese. Like they would
Yeah,
eat that
grind it
shit
all
too.
up, make a patty out of it. Hey, it looks wonderful.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know.
Like spam. That's what spam is basically.
I don't do
Just
spam either.
highly salted. But it's got its own key.
Yeah,
Don't
don't knock
knock
it.
it.
Don't knock
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I still see
I've never
certain
seen
gas
red pickled
stations will
eggs.
sell red pickled. I've seen
Why is it
bars that
red?
sell pickled
What,
eggs. I'm not
what
sure.
made it? Yeah.
I don't know what's the difference between a red pickled egg and just a regular old pickled
So
egg.
when I was a kid, we went through to see relatives down in Louisiana, kind of like Western. I mean, we
Mhm.
visited New Orleans and stuff like that, but they're more in the Western area, closer to Dallas, um, kind of the sticks, basically. And but we would go to this gas station. And they have like like freshly made pork rinds.
Mm.
And you know,
I like pork rinds.
I never ate them here, but over there it was something to try because they were not only really fresh, but they had a lot more flavor, and they literally taste like bacon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but I mean, fatty as hell, right? Because what's
Yeah.
in the pork rind plus what it's cooked in, it's like the most unhealthy thing you could eat, practically, all the salt and everything.
Yeah.
But they really did taste good if you're into bacon. They yeah, but those ones in the bag in the store are shit, right?
Yeah.
Those
Some of the best bacon I ever had was on a bacon cheeseburger at this little restaurant here in Evansville, and they cook the bacon to the point where it basically turns into a fucking pork rind, and
yeah,
just I love my bacon super
crunch it
crispy.
on top like little
Yeah,
crumbles.
I
Yeah,
like my bacon crispy. I don't like if it's real
yeah.
rubbery and shit
Oh,
like
when
I.
it's chewy and stuff, because it's always a lot of fat. It's nasty.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Uh, Start saying beet juice. Okay, I don't know if I've
Oh,
ever
beet juice.
seen that specifically, but I do know I have seen certain places that'll still sell
You sure
pickled
it's not
eggs
the
around
blood of
here.
virgins?
Hey, some of these places around here you never fucking know.
Right?
Uh,
The Sawyers. It's like a
yeah,
Sawyers looking.
exactly. Uh, Dirk says I highly recommend a bed of white rice catfish with crawfish etouffee poured over top. Catfish Lafitte.
Lafitte. I never heard of that one.
Catfish. I've never had that either.
So
Sounds pretty good
if
though.
you ever go to
I
New
love
Orleans,
catfish.
it's definitely worth the trip if you love food, especially if you're not, you know, it's hard for me as a vegetarian to go there now, but
Mm,
when I went there, last time I was there, I tried all kinds of stuff. And we went to, there's a famous one, Paul Prudhomme is a big fat guy. Looks like Dom DeLuise, but he was a chef, a Cajun chef. He finally died at some point, but he had this amazing restaurant called K. Paul's. It was there forever. It was like a, everyone went there. It was a famous around the world. Everyone goes to K. Paul's. And he made just this amazing blackened redfish and just a bunch of other
mm.
classic Cajun dishes. But was even better than that, although I never was into his hype. You know, the Emerald Lagasse, the Bam guy, where
Oh yeah, yeah.
we got to bam that seasoning in there. Man, his restaurant called Nola, New Orleans, Louisiana, Nola,
Mm-hmm.
it's fucking amazing. One of the best restaurants I've been all over the world and with some fancy people, not my money, but fancy people going to killer restaurants, even like Michelin star restaurants and stuff. That restaurant experience was one of the best I've ever had. And I'm not super picky about, hey, you got to wait on me, you got to be nice and smile. I don't care. Just give me my food, be civil, and I'm good. I don't need like extra special care and service and stuff. But man, when this place does that, you notice it. Like I'm sitting there, I'm drinking water, and I get the ice, and I'm putting my water down, and immediately like either new water or filling my water.
Mm,
And every little need, they're like eyeing you like a hawk, basically like, oh, ooh, ooh. It's like the best service you'll ever have, and the food was to die for.
hmm.
So if you're a food person at all, New Orleans is amazing.
Yeah, I've never been to New Orleans.
It's
Never
totally
been that
worth
far
it.
down.
The fresh beignets, the little French donut thingies, and chicory coffee, and all the classic stuff down there.
Dirk saying Cafe Du
Cafe
Monde.
du Monde, that's the beignet
There
place, yeah.
there you go.
And last time I was there too, we went through a little bit of the swamps, and a little nature trail out there, and I think I saw a water moccasin. A little scared because those are deadly.
Yeah,
I love snakes, but I won't go anywhere near those guys.
yeah.
So,
I'd like to visit New Orleans, but I think I'll stay out of the swamps. I
but
don't
I
know
was
what's
having
that.
fun out there because they have these amazing different species of frogs out there, and some of them sound like plucking a banjo string with some mute, like ding, ding, ding. This like really weird frog sounds down there. It's awesome.
You
Just
sure
walking
that
down
was a
there.
frog?
No, it's almost like Alex Jones, that thing he does when he cries. He goes, doo, doo. You know, have you heard those things where he cries, fake
No,
cries?
I'm not too
There's some
versed in the world of Alex Jones, unfortunately.
go look up Alex Jones crying on YouTube, and
Have you
you'll
ever
laugh your ass
have you
off.
ever
It's
heard
just
the Alex Jones emo song on YouTube?
probably
I've
like
had
it's
enough of these people.
yeah, he's a mess.
What's the line? It's like, uh, they're gonna stab your daughters at the mall.
Oh wow, I don't
It's
remember that.
basically taking like quotes that he said and then like
Yeah,
making it into an emo song. They're gonna stab your wife, your
did they,
son.
did they did they pitch it
Ooh.
like it's his speech pitched like the auto tune the news guys?
And no, I think they just sang his
Okay.
words.
Okay.
Where it's showing him saying the words on his show, but
Oh,
it's
okay. Because
vocalized.
there's several guys using the software called Melodyne, which is insanely crazy. I won't go into too many details, but imagine the control of MIDI over audio.
Hmm.
And so you can basically record anything into it and move pitches around like you're playing a piano or something like that from somebody's speech.
Hmm.
And even break up a guitar chord as a single sound, as a song, just a bar. It'll actually analyze it and break it into chords.
Hmm.
And now you can take those individual notes and move them around like that. It's insane stuff. So and this
Now
is way
this one,
before the whole AI craze. This is done like two, 2010, something like that. It
yeah.
was crazy.
I don't know. To me, it just sounded like I don't know whoever put the song together. They just sang it, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Funny stuff though. But yeah,
you gotta
so
check
yeah,
it out.
down there the nature's cool, the food is good. You gotta like humidity and heat, but hey, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, swampy. That's where the term swampy came from.
You get swamp ass down there, literally. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, man, this has been fun.
yeah, good
Thank
times.
you for joining me. I
Thank
do
you.
this every year. I
I
watch American
was
Movie
so
every year,
happy when
and
you were gonna cover this. I'm like, oh man, this is great.
I know I was gonna do it by myself, and I was like, I don't know. It's like it's a Romero channel, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch it. There's a Romero connection here, damn it. So I
Yeah,
didn't know
the
if
Night
you
of the Living
wanted
Dead
you wanted.
stuff and all that. He actually
Yeah,
did the I gotta go look that up, the G4 TV thing.
yeah. There's actually him and Mike do it's funny as fuck
It's
because
like commercial breaks in between, right?
it may
That's what
be.
I
I don't know.
heard.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I mean, it was shown on TV. Like it was shown on cable TV, so there was
Yeah.
commercials originally. I don't know if the actual commercials are included in
It's
the
like the
YouTube
Joe Bob thing
video.
where he takes breaks in between and puts a little like that.
Possibly, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's pretty funny at the beginning. You can kind of tell Mark kind of starts getting annoyed with Mike during the commentary because Mark's trying to watch the movie and actually like comment on it seriously, and Mike is
Yeah.
just like he's like, "Oh wow, it's in black and white. It's
But he
like black and
has to
white's
know.
making a."
He grew up
It's
with the
like
guy. He has to know what he's wacky, right? I mean,
Mike, I guarantee you, Mike didn't know what the hell happened yesterday. He's just
exactly.
watching. So he probably thinks he's watching a new movie like he's never seen before or never heard of.
And Mark
He's
doesn't get
talking about like, oh wow, it's like black and white's making a comeback, and Mark's just like, well, I mean, this was made 30 years ago, dude. And he's like, oh well, I see a lot of stuff is black and white now, and Mark's just like, no, not really.
yeah, it's
It's
just I
just
mean,
like
but
so
he had to
weird.
understand the dynamic duo aspect of their thing too. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
people like them together.
Yeah. So yeah, check that out. It's just I would just look up Mark Borchardt, Mike Shank, Night of the Living Dead, G4 commentary, something along those lines. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah.
And Seth put in the in the chat here the link to the Coven, which is available on YouTube as well.
And
The
also link
short
to
actual
his
film short film Coven.
podcasts as well on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
highly recommend checking all that out. And
Yeah.
Todd, you need to check us out, man. Definitely watch it over the weekend. Let me know what you think, because like I said, it's to me, it's one of the it's. I don't even think it's just to me, but I think in generally, it's pretty much regarded as one of the best documentaries of the '90s, and in
Yeah.
my opinion, it's one of the best. To me, it's my favorite documentary of all time, and one of my favorite, like top 5 favorite films of all time. Like I just
Yeah.
love this movie so much, and
You can't watch it without smiling or laughing or just feeling good.
yeah, or
It's just
coming away with some quote or something that'll be stuck
yeah.
in your head that just sticks with you. So yeah,
And
check it
also check
out.
out Thanksgiving if you haven't seen it. It's a terrible, silly, goofy movie, but hey, it's Thanksgiving. Have a few laughs.
There you go.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I know you mentioned you're going to the NAM convention here in a few weeks. You're gonna be doing
Yeah.
some live streams from there. What else? You got anything else coming up
NAM's
on your
in
channel? I know you've been
January.
dropping some different musical stuff on your channel here recently, and
Yeah, I'm
um,
behind on a lot of the music stuff. I've been so busy lately. I haven't done any of the podcast stuff on my own. I used to do with inviting people on and doing tech demos. I haven't done
I know,
any of
man.
that stuff.
I miss that. You need to get back to doing that.
I know.
I remember I would just put you on and just let you guys talk. And like I said, I would know what the hell y'all were talking about most of the time, but I love listening to you guys talk about it and then demonstrating the different things.
Oh,
It
sure.
would
Yeah. It's
just
fun.
be, I fucking love that.
Even
Um,
my microscope and telescope channels. I mean, I missed the comet. It's behind the sun now. I got to catch the comet when it comes back around. So I haven't done any of that content. I could barely do those hardware jams things. I did a few recently. We had if you know, like Hitchcock soundtracks and other famous stuff with Bernard Herrmann, really great composer, did amazing stuff. You know, Psycho and North by Northwest, and just some really great soundtracks along with a bunch of other stuff. Even the Taxi Driver score, a very
Oh,
different take,
nice.
more jazzy. And we had a challenge to do some Bernard Herrmann thing. Boy, that was a tall order. I barely eked out something just in time before the deadline, but it was fun if you like weird classical interpretations of stuff. I have that. That's my latest post, but I'm trying to do some
That's
more stuff
that's
here
it,
and there.
Dirk. Sorry, we were talking about the Trauma Thanksgiving
Poultry
movie
guys,
earlier.
yeah, there you
Poultry
go.
Guys.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to think of.
I remember hearing about that one.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think
Yeah,
of.
good old Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh yeah. But yeah, everybody go check out Synth at Synth Attic. You guys know him. He's a regular here on the channel. Good buddy. And
And I still have Living Dead Weekend content to post. I did at least get a few things up that you guys wanted to see, but I'm way behind. I still don't have all the
you
June
got some of
stuff
the
up,
June stuff up. Now in
and
a
I
few
still
months you'll
don't.
get some of the October stuff up.
I got
So
to finish the June, and I got to get the October stuff up. So
so you got a lot to work on.
that's what I'm saying. Mark
Uh,
sees all that work when he goes into the editing bay. He's like, "Holy shit!" Right? And I'm kind of like
and
that too because
you're just like, what the fuck is supposed to happen here?
yeah,
People
what,
pay to see people pay to
exactly.
see this. They get
Yeah,
this. What the fuck is supposed to happen here?
that's it. And I'm gonna go through with on a whiteboard. I'm gonna wipe all my stuff out. So,
Sorry,
oh
I
shit.
erased that, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
but
yeah,
yeah,
it's daunting because that's the problem. If I can't do live, I have to do a lot of editing.
yeah,
And
that's
at
why
this
I like
late,
doing live stuff. No
I,
editing
s- I,
involved. I'm just
am
like, all
so
right, I'm
bored with
done.
editing. Been doing it since 1990. So
Mm,
it's like, yeah. Anyway, that's
well,
me complaining, but
well,
um,
the artist's plight. We get it. I get it.
well, artists,
I
right? Yeah,
yeah. Hey, we're artists. We're artists in some
yeah.
way. We're creating content. That's an art, I guess, in
Basically, yeah,
2025. You know.
yeah. No,
Um,
it's fun. It's all good fun. So
but yeah, you guys, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy it with family, friends, whatever you plan on doing. Just take the day, relax, enjoy, be thankful. Think about what you're thankful for. That's an important thing. I think I think about that a lot around this time of the year, whether I want to or not. But it's easy to take a lot of shit for granted a lot of the times. But when you stop to think about it, you have your health, and a lot of people, a lot of people aren't so lucky. So be thankful for your health, and just be thankful for what you have, because there's always somebody out there that has less. So keep that in mind, and watch
and
a
have
little
some nice
football tomorrow.
schnapps. Some nice
Yes,
schnapps. Good taste. Good taste.
have you a little peppermint schnapps, and that's right.
There you go.
Two globs of it too while you're at it, and watch the Packers tomorrow. Everybody wheel the Packers to a victory in Detroit tomorrow, and you'll know if I'm having a good Thanksgiving or not. So, um, but see you guys. You guys have a great rest of the night, great rest of the week. I'll be
Thanks,
back
everybody.
not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. I'm gonna take this coming weekend off to just chill and hang out with the family, and get some shit done around the house. But I'll be back next time. I don't know what the hell I'll be doing, but I'll be doing something. So you know where to find me. Um, but let me get to the video. Shop that off Romero.store. Go check it out. I think the sale is still going on right now. $15 t-shirts. So, and I think there's going to be a sale going on Black Friday too. So check that out if you will. Buy you a little something for the Romero fan and your family for Christmas. Um, and like, subscribe, all that fun shit. But until next time, guys, like I said, have a happy Thanksgiving, a good rest of the weekend, and a good week next week. But until then, stay safe, stay prepared, but always stay scared.
Thanks, guys.